creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 1017 FM and 1510 AM. W269DL Milwaukee, a Milwaukee Black media company.
The blind stares of a million pairs of eyes, looking hard but won't realize that they will never see the P.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Happy Tuesday.
What's the word, Truth Nation?
What's the word, Meech?
You know, Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
I forgot to have tacos.
You forgot that? It ain't too late. It's only 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go grab some tacos. Shout out to all the listeners. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. Today is a special day. We have some special guests coming up. Mike Shane, a.k.a. Lil Mike Hawthorne, a.k.a. Lil MH, as well as H1 Hook, who are some very incredible artists from the city of Milwaukee. Today is also the birthday of Tupac Amaru Shakur. Happy birthday, Pac. Shout out to all of my fellow board members at the Tupac Amaru Shakur Foundation. Peace and love to my sister Zech, the entire Shakur family, Mopreme. Rest peacefully, Afeni, Matulu, and Tupac. We are currently doing the work in the community, and we are looking for donations. So if you are willing to donate to Tupac's foundation, you could text Tupac to 44321. Again, that's Tupac to 44321. With that being said, yesterday we had some youth on the station.
Yeah.
And although we were talking about music and we were able to play their music, they had some very, very incredible stories and some things that they mentioned when it came to the relationships that their generation has with adults as far as support and how they feel that they're looked at. And that's something that I could not bypass. We didn't have enough time to dig into it yesterday, but I want to touch on it today because to me it was a cry for help. And shout out to Edwin Lee and Darius Ashford, 2 students from Nose for Nose at Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy.
Yeah, great young men yesterday.
Man, they did an amazing job. And they had some great analogies, but one of the things that stuck out to me the most was that they feel like no matter what they do, no matter how much they separate themselves from the youth who are not on the right path, they still feel as if adults in society will continue to group them with those youth instead of separating them and seeing them for who they are. Mm-hmm. And the analogy he had was, it's like sitting in a classroom and everybody in the front row got their hands up to answer the question, and they're in the back with their hands up. But because everybody in the front row has the wrong answer, they no longer are willing to ask another student who's all the way in the back. So it's almost like they just get bunched in automatically, assume that they don't know the answer either. And to that point, I agree.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's basically see one YN, see them all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's basically the analogy he gave. Like, regardless of performance, regardless of, you know, anything else that may have be going on in the classroom, they basically saying, as soon as one person get the wrong answer, everybody got the wrong answer.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear from nobody. This person acting crazy, all y'all gonna act crazy.
Yep. And the crazy thing about it is, well, let me ask you this, Mish. Do you agree? Do you think that us as adults, that we have a habit of grouping all of the youth together collectively based off of their behavior?
I mean, yeah. You know, I'm guilty of it. You know, stereotyping YNs as soon as you see them, regardless of where they at, anything that you might presumably think of is you. Once you see you see a YN, you think a YN.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? that's what you calling them. You know what I mean? It usually be a kid or a young teen or youth, but you pretty much bunching them into the YN group.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you asked a very important question yesterday that I think a lot of adults don't ask children, and that was if they considered themselves as YNs.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
the
said
way
no.
exactly, and the way they broke it down was incredible. Like he was saying that he purposely don't wear the attire that the YNs wear because he does not want to be classified as a YN. And that speaks volumes on both sides. A, because he's conscious enough to make an executive decision and say, I know that I am a target if I dress this way, so I don't want to dress this way. The flip side of that is every young man that dressed like that is not a YN, but it's a part of their culture, the new generation, right? It's the same as stereotyping, like back in the day when we used to go to the club on Water Street and they say, you can't get in if you got a white tee and baggy pants. That don't mean everybody is out here hustling or doing whatever. You know what I mean?
It's part of the culture.
It's part of the culture. So to hear them speak about that was disheartening to me because I can only imagine how many other youth feel that way. And I know last week we had a conversation about how they wear, the adults in society tease them about, and I'm guilty of it.
That's
It's
what I said.
90 degrees, they got on hoodies and masks.
I mean, when he said that, that's the first thing I thought of. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, how many times I done seen, all black hoodie,
Yes.
black mask, group 4 or 5 kids,
Yep,
bus stop or just roaming, neighborhoods or
with that attire on.
Yeah, I mean, or sitting at Sherman Park or any park, you just get to thinking like, man, look,
He on one, right?
they own one.
They own one.
You know
And
what I mean?
50% of them probably is doing it because they got into something and they don't want to be seen. But then there's the other 50% who we talked about this, I feel like is just hiding from the world. Like they don't want to be seen, not just physically, but internally. It's like they're trying to hide themselves. And that's confidence, that's dealing with judgment, with everything. If you adapt an attitude based off of your environment. So if you feel that everywhere you go, the response you get from people, adults, when you walk past is that they're afraid of you, then at some point you're going to rebel against trying to make them understand why they need not to, and you're just gonna not care.
Yeah.
Which is, again, is very unfortunate. Me, when I see them, I don't be scared. Now if they speeding and doing certain stuff, I be kind of, a little cautious. But my initial instincts when I see a young black man, no matter what he has, is not fear. It's more so empathy. Like what is going on with them to make them feel like they have to dress this way or act this way or think this way. And I feel like we are responsible.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they said, and then you could kind of be on their side. But then let's hear from a YN that's really on the stuff they said YNs be on, and see how he feel and why he's covering his identity or walking around in 100-degree weather. You know what I mean? With layers of clothes on.
Exactly.
Let's just hear. We have to hear both sides. You know what I mean? It's disheartening to hear their side. You know what I mean? Because they could tell you that they're not on that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But let's see the other side
of it.
Because I done talked to young men
Yeah.
that have been totally 100% with the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's almost the same thing. I don't want nobody to see me, bro.
Yeah.
Big bro. This and that. I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It be, stuff like that.
And they out here, like, let's say that we have a youth that dresses that way and they aren't into anything, right? And they don't have anywhere to go. They still have to protect themselves because they are lit at this point. Just walking around.
Yeah.
They don't have to necessarily be involved in anything. It's just the fact that other young men out there who see them out and about may want to try them. You know what I mean? So it's all survival, but who's at fault? Is it the parents? Is it the community? Is it society overall? I just feel like we play a huge part, and I get so frustrated when I hear youth like Edwin and Darius, who I know are great kids, but even if they were into trouble, the fact that they feel this way, Like, no matter what I do, it's almost like giving up. No matter what I do, y'all gonna view me a certain way, and there's nothing I can do about it. So the only thing I can do, if I make music, instead of putting my hands on somebody, y'all got something to say about that.
Yeah.
If I go play basketball, instead of being in the streets, but I still dress this way, y'all gonna have something to say about that. So it's almost like a lose-lose situation.
It's been a lose-lose situation. Even when we grew up, like, you know, everybody could be a testament of that, like, based on how we dress, the hip-hop culture.
Yes.
You know, our hair.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Wearing braids.
Yes.
You know
and
what I
that was
mean?
a big thing back then.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, just to be a black man wearing braids,
Yep.
I could be dressed. It don't matter how I'm dressed.
It's just the fact you got braids.
It's the fact that I got braids.
And you're gonna automatically be judged and stereotyped.
And I've been judged and stereotyped, but you know, nobody really has said, "Oh, well, I think you this type of person." But it's just, you know, sometimes you don't get the job.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't.
Yes.
You don't get the look. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sometimes police will pull you over.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just to see what's going on, and you know, sometimes it's been unfortunate. You know, waste your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it escalated to bigger situations, like we have seen many times before in other states and stuff like that, even this own state.
Yes.
To where, you know, you're being judged. Quick story, when we was at Tech, we back in high school, when I was in high school at Tech, we had like a hoodie ban.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, at school, and I understood it, but it was still like, we are purchasing these hoodies from the school. We can't wear it at school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I see in the chat that Marty said fashion and also the world bought the ski mask when COVID hit. So
Facts.
it's like it was something that was adapted.
Yes.
Based on something else.
And they personalized it.
Yeah.
So the world is responsible for dishing this out as it always has been. Mm-hmm. It's always been this way since forever, you know. And again, even with women, because I have tattoos, I get prejudged all the time too, you know. But for the young black man out there, again, and I have a son, as a mother of a 19-year-old young black man, like my son just went and bought his first car, and I'm supposed to be happy. But I was scared.
That's what I was going to say. And I'm glad you said scared, because I was going to ask you that, because it's like, how scared are you for your son?
I'm scared.
Not just because you bought him a car.
Yeah, I'm scared because you don't have to be into anything. All you have to do is just be black. And he has locks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm instantly like, don't ride around like this. If they pull you over, put your hands on a car, because they don't even need a reason. You could be doing everything right, and something still can happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or people driving recklessly, or other young men who just want to test somebody because of what they trying to prove themselves to someone else. Like, it's a very fearful feeling, and it shouldn't be that way. Mm-hmm. It should not be that way. Let's
talk about that at the top of the hour. Not the top of the hour, when we come back from break.
Absolutely. So I want to pose a question to the listeners in the chat as well. What obstacles have young people faced? What obstacles are they currently facing, and how do you succeed when your environment isn't set up for success? We want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. That's 833-212-1017. We got to go to break to pay this first bill. We will be back. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different, and I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful, that taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Homer Blow Foundation, Inc., nonprofit 501c3, and our presenting sponsor, Beta Philanthropies, Inc., invites you to the 32nd annual Homer Blow birthday party for the kids on Saturday, June 27th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for kids ages 2 to 13 years old at the Fitzsimmons Boys and Girls Club and Metcalf School, located at 3400 West North Avenue on 34th and North. Admission is absolutely free, and after 32 years, you already know how it goes down. And this year, don't miss the kids' phone party. Shout out to our platinum sponsors, the Office of Early Childhood Initiative, Mighty Small Moments, the Brewers Community Foundation, Spectrum, and West Care, Wisconsin. Our gold sponsors, Maleka Early Learning Center, Liquid, formerly the Oasis, Unite WI, Community Health Primary Care Services, LLC, the Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Eisenberg, Riley, and Zimmerman, and the New Pitts Mortuary. Our silver sponsors, Mr. B's Privilege Lounge and Dog City, along with Running Rebels and Griffin CDL Institute. Limited vendor spaces available. If you'd like to support or make a donation, email homerblowfoundation@gmail.com or call 414-248-4954.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct in beautiful 3rd Street Market Hall. Happy Tuesday, Milwaukee. Anybody, everywhere. It's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Shout out to the chat, but Bar said, y'all know y'all can use AutoPay to pay bills. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Maybe we need to let the corporate office know.
It bills every day up in here. You know?
So listen, June 16th, today is Tupac Amaru Shakur birthday. Anybody who knows me knows that is someone I looked up to growing up, someone I feel like was the last real leader that we had as a youth. And I'm also a board member for his foundation. Shout out to the entire Shakur family. And the conversation that we're having today derives from a clip that I seen in 1994 where Pac was talking to Ed Gordon. Remind you, during this time, he was only 24 years old. So a lot of people tend to forget that during that time, Tupac was still a youth, and he was speaking for the youth.
That's what I was going to say. Like, we way older than Pac was.
Exactly.
I feel like I ain't done half the stuff he did.
Way older. And the question that we're posing today is, how do you succeed when your environment isn't set up for success? So we want to run a back and play this clip so that we can analyze how in 1994 all the way to 2026 we're still dealing with the same situations. Let's run it back.
Where the Panthers left off saying, all right, enough is enough. The generation might gain something, but we would never even had that audience had we not said what was real. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing for us to remember is that the
Shout out
same
to Pac,
crime
man. Shout out
element
to
that white people.
Ed Gordon for even having this interview. And in the chat, I seen that they said they couldn't hear the sound. You can go to YouTube and type in Tupac Shakur interview with Ed Gordon. But basically what he was saying is that the perception when it comes to young black men, mind you, this was 1994. The perception was that they are just bad youth, horrible youth running around with AR-15s and Glocks terrorizing their neighborhoods, when in all actuality, they are the villains. They are the youth that's fighting the villains who's up against them. The same way that the police do, the same way that the police come in the neighborhoods with riot gear and helmets and vests and all of these other things. They're in the same environment with none of it. And they're surviving. All they can do is protect themselves from the same environment. You know, so it's 2026. This is the same stuff we're still dealing with, and that interview was in 1994.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It don't make no sense. Again, the question is, how do you succeed when your environment isn't set up for you to succeed? When your environment isn't set up for success. We want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. I say it all the time. You know, I've traveled a lot and I've lived out of state. And majority of the reason why I did was because I wasn't healed. Whenever I would come home, it was like everywhere I went, it was memories, good and bad. Mm-hmm. It's like, how can you heal in the environment that made you sick? It's impossible. You have outlets, you have things you can do to try and escape it, but the reality is, at the end of the day, you got to go back to that neighborhood, go back to that house, go back to whatever it is that you're dealing with inside of that household, on top of the school environment. So when we're analyzing our society as a whole, and I'm going to be specific when I say Milwaukee society, when we're analyzing our society as a whole, we're looking at just the parents. It's the parents. It's the household. I know a lot of parents, students that I have who parents are amazing. They come from a two-parent household. It isn't the household. It's the society. It's their friends. It's social media. But you have the household. You have the school. You have social media. You have when they're out and about in the streets, at the park. Everywhere they go, the environment is not set up for them to win. And somehow we think that it's just in a snap of a finger that they're not supposed to be out here wearing ski masks and having team takeovers and shootouts and everything else that they got going on. We have not properly set the table for them. We have not built a society that is safe for our youth, and somebody has to say it.
Most of that when we was young used to be like separated from the youth, you know. Like, most of that we didn't see or didn't get to be a part of. It was more adult. It was more adults that kept kids away from stuff like that.
Facts. That's a fact. I remember this vividly. I grew up on 14th and Burleigh, and when we were little, like when we were younger, all of the youth over there, if ever there was an issue, and at this time I didn't understand it, but as an adult, I know. They say, hey, if y'all see a whole bunch of cars pull up in the street, y'all go in the house, go in the bathroom, get in the tub. We ain't asking no questions. We're not even scared. We just doing what the adults, and at this time, they not even really adults. They like 17, 18, 19. They were the YNs at that time. But they're telling us to get out of the way. No matter what situations they got going on, it didn't affect those around them. It didn't affect the women, the elderly, and the children. We're in an environment where that no longer exists. And at some point, again, I feel like we have to take accountability for that. Even our generation. I think we was talking about that when Genesis was on here. Even our generation, we have to take accountability. We're so focused on our careers that we didn't get a chance to reach back. Now we're reaching back. But in our 20s, we didn't have the time. We were trying to get ourselves together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just way more information out here, like for the youth to access to know what's going on with the adulthood. You know, at first it wasn't like that. I didn't know what my dad could be doing.
Yes.
You know, I just know he wasn't at the house at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
He was at work, whether he was or not. That's what we was told. You know what I mean? And we went to do some kid stuff.
Yes.
And we wasn't even dragged into the adult stuff. Like now, kids are being dragged into adult conversations.
Yep.
Or being able to sit through adult conversations, being able to be around the adulthood stuff, and it's just like, how do we
get there?
I mean, we know how we got here.
Yeah.
How do we get away from that?
From it.
You know what I mean? To give the youth and the teens or the kids their own, you know.
Absolutely. The crazy thing is, listening to that clip, again, Pac was only 24 on that clip. And when you look at the 24-year-olds now, not all of them, I'm not going to group them together, but when you look at a lot of what's happening with our youth, they are leading and following behind a leader who is 24 that's sending them off. So we don't have young adults who are leading, who are thinking critically like a Tupac, right?
Yeah.
We have some young adults who are enticing the youth and sending them off, doing their dirty work, and then they benefit from it on the back end, right? So again, it's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling. And when I look at the youth and how they maneuver, I see a whole bunch of leaders. I see a lot of independent young men and young women. They know who they are. They have the confidence. They know exactly what it is that they want to do. They're very rebellious. They're just misguided. They're misguided, but they will make great leaders had they had the proper guidance, and it's still not too late. Still not too late. So to all the listeners out there on the chat, on the radio, my call to action to you all this week is, when it comes to our babies, think like a Tupac Shakur. It's crazy because this man was only 24 when this interview came out, and we have adults who still don't even have the same ideology. At some point, we have to step up. We have to understand that it's bigger than just this. It's the world. To shout out to my cousin Marty in the chat, to his point when he said the ski mask. That's something the world put out. They just took it and ran with it.
I mean, but it's something that just came to my mind too, because that's like, remember the movie South Central?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like that.
Yes.
You know when
his friend.
Yeah, they had him still in the radios.
Yep.
And stuff like that, and then his dad was trying to get in his life, and he wasn't really accepting it.
Yep.
And then it's kind of like that, and that led me to think of like, why don't we have more movies to depict stuff like that?
Well, Steve-O and Swift, we got some movie that we got to start writing some scripts to where we can.
We got too many movies to binge watch.
I think we have enough movies that depict that, but we don't have enough movies to show them something different, right? Like it always start this way, but it never ends. You know, for the most disheartening thing about South Central was that it was his friend who was sending his son off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like the understanding of that, like, is that being put in movies today, you think?
I don't think so. I don't think
the messages like that.
No,
that we got from it.
Absolutely not. I don't.
Like even the Boys in the Hood.
No.
With Trey leaving his mama, having to go to his dad's house because she can't handle it
as a young man.
Yeah.
There isn't an industry in the industry. I don't believe that they're currently making anything to depict that. Like I'm glad you brought that up because we talk about the music piece all the time. But with the TV shows and the movies, it's none of that. It's actually the opposite.
Just purely entertainment.
Purely, when you look at a Power, and I watch Power, but I'm grown. You got a high school teenager whose father is who he is, and he's in the same life, and there's nothing his parents can do about it, so they embrace it to a certain degree. Everything you see with the youth is putting them in these positions to where they appear to be
like going against their parents.
and living a life that they don't necessarily have no business living. We want to hear from you. Shout out to all the listeners in the chat. We are talking, how do you succeed when your environment isn't set up for success? 833-212-1017. We got to go to commercial break. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. 3rd Street Market Hall. It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Meech, what's the word?
What's the word?
What's the word?
I was waiting.
Listen, we are talking youth in Milwaukee. We are talking happy birthday to the amazing, iconic, legendary leader Tupac Shakur. We played a clip earlier of him sitting down in 1994 with Ed Gordon, and he was speaking on facts as it pertains to the youth and how they're looked at based off of the society. And the question that we're posing is, how can these youth succeed when the environment is not set up for them to succeed?
Yeah.
We want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. Shout out to the chat. Anita said Tupac was special in the way he spoke in 1994 at his age. Not really a city girl says ambition, you have to get it. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable in spaces that may not want you there. Claim your sense of purpose, set goals, and execute. It's always people ready to help. And to that point, not really a city girl, we talked about that, earlier in the show, that when you're walking down the street as a youth, in your attire. So let's go back to our generation, our time, when we was talking about the 3X white tees, the 3X pants,
Yeah.
everything we wore, and we were just merging hip hop. Like, it was the culture, right? Doesn't mean that we're out here in the streets hustling, doing none of that stuff, but we're automatically grouped in as that type of person because of what we have on. So with the youth, it's like they have on the ski mask, which to Marty's point was actually introduced during the pandemic, right? They have on hoodies and 90-degree weather, all of this other type of stuff. When all actuality is because they want to hide or they got something going on. Whatever it is that's happening, every time they walk down the street, someone looks at them as if they're afraid of them. Mm-hmm. Someone is going to, even if they're not on nothing, they're going to group them with the youth that are. And then at this point, it's like, why do I even care? If you're going to look at me a certain way, and I see it all the time, even in the high schools and how the students deal with the teachers, it's like, you always think I'm lying, or whatever the case may be. If you have a prejudgment about me already, why do I care? Why should I care?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It kind of gets me thinking that how's it acceptable to any other race to basically, back then, in the days, for any other race to wear baggy clothes.
Gothic.
No, I'm saying, dark baggy clothes. Yeah. But any other race to wear baggy clothes, hat to the back, big T-shirt, breakdancing, that's hip-hop, right?
Come on now.
Now, that's hip-hop.
Yep.
If it's on any other race, if they do it, that's hip-hop.
Yeah.
If we do it, it's
thugs.
It's thugs. Like,
yeah.
And some of it be coming from our own community.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much has our community accepted our own culture, and how much of the community has disregarded the culture?
I love that you said that, Meech, because it made me think about the fact that it is culture. I think that the society is not understanding that the way that the youth is dressing is based off of their culture currently in this generation.
Yeah.
Their artists, their athletes, the actors that's of their age, everything that they see pertaining to their generation, they are mimicking.
Yeah, because
just
we was
like
mimicking
we did.
Allen Iverson.
Exactly.
Those type of athletes.
Don't ban the snowman T-shirt.
Yeah, we was, the whole Atlanta culture, we was following that. Even the New York with the boots,
yep,
backwards hats, caps, the jerseys.
It's culture.
Yeah, all that's culture.
It's culture. And to your point, right? Going back to my comment, it's acceptable in white households for their children to walk around with Gothic attire. It's acceptable in society, and they claim it as emo, right? This is cool. There's no problem with it.
Yeah.
But as soon as our babies are out here wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather, ski mat, whatever the case may be,
it's the negative part.
It's the negative part of the culture.
Yeah.
I have a lot of students who dress that way, but are very, very great young men. I promise you. They have not an ounce of hood or anything inside of them. It's just a part of the culture. That's it. And whether it's acceptable or not, that's what we dealing with.
Yeah, Zach just said all them layers in that 100-degree weather is unsanitary.
Yeah, I feel like the real question is why do you have that on when it's that hot out anyways? You shouldn't be wearing that.
You shouldn't. But to them, they're trying to hide from the world.
I mean, they got on jeans.
I'm sorry, but I'm not buying that excuse.
I work with the kids. I see it.
I think it's an excuse for
half
sure.
of them, they're trying to hide from the world. Self-esteem. And the other half
all that.
is that they be in some stuff in the streets. And to Meech's point earlier, they don't want to be seen because they can't be seen because they are survivor. They're in survival mode, right? They walking around getting it how they live. They may have done something to survive. And now as safety measures, they have to walk around like this. And when you think about it and you actually sit back and analyze it, all of them, you can't tell who from who because they all look the same.
Yeah.
It's really smart if we talking defense mechanism. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand the survival tactic.
You don't know what they're planning at the end of the day.
You don't. You don't.
When it was 100 Black Panther affiliates,
yeah,
it was power to the people.
Yeah.
You see 100 all black YNs.
Yeah.
They finna
They finna
do a snatch and run.
They finna do a snatch and run. But again, it goes back to the point of the environment not being set up for them to succeed. I wholeheartedly am tired of adults not taking accountability because half of them are just now approaching the age where they can work for themselves and provide for themselves, right? They are not responsible for laws. They are not responsible for building up infrastructure in the city. They're not responsible for anything other than going to school and being a child. So who's responsible for the state of the environment? We are.
I mean, not right now. They're getting blamed and people giving them the responsibility of messing things up in neighborhoods they're supposed to be in. But at the same time, why they don't supposed to be there?
So, for example, right? I don't know
why black kids can't go to Bayshore.
That part. Why they can't go to Mayfair? Look how many youth was.
There's no Central Midtown Mall
at all.
No Northside Mall.
I mean, nobody's saying they can't be there.
No, they are.
I mean, basically,
they're saying you can't be there at a certain time without having a parental guardian. And if we look at
we know them rules been in place for a minute.
That's why they have to have those established.
We know them rules been in place for a minute, but it's basically saying when they say they finna gather up at this place, why can't they?
Yeah.
Or
because where else is they supposed to gather?
I mean, like most of the time they can't because you assume what's going to happen if they do.
Exactly.
So that's why they can't.
Exactly. We got a caller on the line. Brandon, are you there?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tapping in with us. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope y'all doing well. I just like to say I really think a big problem with our community is we seem to be romanticizing all of the wrong things. You know, this is why a Frank Lucas or a Big Meech or anybody who was like a top high-level criminal seems to get so much reverence in our community. The reality is, you know, a lot of these children, they don't have much direction. They are not adequately prepared to become full-fledged citizens. They don't get the skills that they need inside the schools. And, you know, we can all pretend like there's some place special for them. And the reality is a lot of them are on a very slippery slope to incarceration. And that's not all their fault. You know, I totally understand how you guys are saying, you know, that they're not being put in a position to win. But I don't understand how each generation, and I'm a millennial now, I'm 36, 37, we're all saying the same thing to the generations coming up under us. These were the same comments that were said to me by my folks.
Facts.
You know, like in Milwaukee, there's no places for you to play. There's no these are problems we're very well aware of. And if pretend like at 90-degree weather, this kid who I know comes from a school system that isn't preparing them to do anything except be a fairly exceptional criminal, their ski mask is just because they want to hide. Like, no, you got a ski mask on because you're up to nefarious activity. And, you know, like, if we could just please stop not being honest about what we're dealing with. The vast majority of the problems in our community are coming from folks who are under 18.
It is. And I agree with you, Brandon, but I have to stop you there when you say that it's not just because they're hiding, because it is. When you look at the youth, they have low self-esteem. I'm talking, their self-esteem is lower than I've ever seen any generation.
Can I push back on that?
Absolutely.
I push back on that? Low self-esteem isn't unique to Gen Z, isn't unique to Gen Alpha. Low self-esteem, you know, like there was a period where our forefathers were not able to even walk on the same streets as individuals who are white. And you can't tell me that they weren't suffering from low self-esteem when you couldn't even look at a white person in the eye.
But they were given the tools.
I can understand completely.
They were given the tools. The difference is they were given the tools to be to learn. They had certain fathers in the house, a certain structure. There is no structure.
I don't disagree with you at all, ma'am.
Yeah.
I just disagree with the idea that not calling a spade is going to help. These kids, many of them are full-fledged criminals.
Well, we said that though. We said
they're doing some of the worst stuff.
We said that. We said 50% of them have low self-esteem and are hiding, and the other 50% are in survivor mode doing activities where they can't be seen.
I think you hit it right on the head when you said the culture, because you can have great parents You can have a great upbringing, and the culture of your peers pulls you to be in that stoli.
Yes.
And with the dirty gun in the back, and now your life has changed forever. And you can't address that and account for that by talking. The reality is, it's like it starts with I would hope just starting with two parents in a household. I think you have a puncher's chance. I don't want to monopolize the time, but I really enjoy what y'all talking about, and I wish y'all the best.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brandon. Shout out to the chat. Babar said parents got to let them be kids. You got the boys being the ideal men at the age of 6. And that's another thing, too. And I'm going to attest to that because as a young lady, I was helping pay bills in my house. I was working. I've been making money, taking care of myself financially since I was 12. And by the time I hit 15, I got a job. And my mama could no longer say, well, you don't pay bills around here. Yes, I do. So because I do pay bills around here, I'm going to do what I want to do, right?
Let me ask you this before we go to break. When did our generation change? Like, basically take heed and understand that we get ourselves in trouble. You know what I mean? Take pretty much everything that we're saying and make the change. I really I don't see no change in our generation. Like, most of the people are still the same people. You know, people done growed up, and, you know, they got more responsibility. They making better decisions. But what caused our generation to change? Was it the commercials we seen? Was it, you know what I mean? Like, what was the ticket
It was
point?
the environment, because there became a point where, so earlier he mentioned, you know, criminal activities and people that we glorify, right? The difference with our generation is that, for example, you have some men who was in the streets, right? But everybody that they idolized still had a business. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think they just got weeded out by going to jail.
They did, but
getting killed.
The environment was set. They had people, the older guys around them, no matter what they was involved in, they ideally transition out of whatever they was doing. The goal has always been not to stay in the streets, but to leave the streets so you can escape it and have something for yourself. These children are doing the opposite. They're running to the streets, away from the households that's protecting them, away from, you know, whatever it is that's going to put them on the path to succeed because of society and what it is that they see. Like, and then also too, we come from a generation where our grandmothers were older. They were in the household. They come from the South. They cut different. The grandmas now is our age. You know what I mean? Some of the traditions are not being passed down.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with our generation, I think, is that we knew we wasn't accepted, but we
embraced it.
That's right. But made sure that we was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We made sure, like, you know, it's not accepted, but y'all gotta have to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because we was the revolutionary generation, in the sense, like we pretty much the only generation that was part of the old school
and the new school. Yep, that's
like,
a fact.
We was right in the
the
middle.
Golden era.
So I mean, that's how we feel. You know, the chat they might think different, but you know, let's talk about it when we come back from break.
Absolutely, we gotta go to break. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Denied VA benefits or Social Security disability? Hurt on the job or an auto accident? Tayback Law fights for people who deserve better. Veterans benefits, Social Security, personal injury, and workers' comp. They don't stop fighting until you get what you're owed. And you don't pay unless they win. Get Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com. That's TABAK attorneys.com.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We are live and direct, Milwaukee. Happy Tuesday. Happy birthday, Tupac Shakur. Shout out to all of the younger generation. No matter what it is you got going on, we want you to know that we love you, we support you, we've been where you are, we understand, and we are here to offer guidance and assistance. And the topic of today is, how is it that our youth, how can our youth properly succeed when the environment that we've created is not built for them to be successful? It's not possible. It's not possible for them to succeed. Madi, shout out to Madi. Madi, you haven't been in the chat a couple days. So what's going on? Let me find out you listening to another station. He said, follow behind culture. My kids don't wear hoods or ski masks in daddy house. I'm the only gangster in my house. But Bar said, what y'all want me to do to fix this with children, teens, and young adults in the community? You know what? Can we get a effect for that, man? Because out of all of our listeners, this is the first time we've had someone ask, what can they do? Seriously. And that's important. What do y'all want me to do to fix this with the children, teens, and young adults in the community? What can he do?
What can he do? What people in the community could do?
Mm-hmm.
What he can do personally?
He's asking what it is that he can do personally.
Stay listening to the truth. But no, you could. I mean, take action. You know, when you see a youth, ask them a question.
Get involved.
Ask them.
Extend an olive branch.
Yeah. It's not, because most of the time they walking nervous, walking, scared. It's basically, be nice.
Honestly,
be an adult.
That part. It can be something as simple as when you see them, speak.
Yeah, that's why I said be an adult.
Because we think about how often we walk past them and don't acknowledge them at all. Can you imagine if you was walking? You know how it feel.
I say, "What's up, little bro?"
Yeah.
To all of them.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, big bro? What's up, OG? I'm Unc now. What's up, Unc?
Yep.
Crazy.
Icebreakers.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You could keep it going. I look them in their eyes. That's something my dad told me to do. You look a man in his eyes.
Yes.
Make them feel like a man, not a YN.
That part.
A man.
That part.
And like I said, you got to be the adult. Don't be scared to be the adult just because they might have a weapon.
Yes.
Or whatever. It's not an altercation until you make one.
That part, Meech. That part. I echo the same sentiments. Start an icebreaker. If you see a young man or a young lady, but preferably a young man in the streets, and they look like whatever they look like, speak.
I mean, we don't want to sit here and dwell on the young men, because it's females too that be riding in these cars.
It is. So that goes to the women as well.
I mean, but do you consider the ladies YNs too? That's a good question.
I was
I mean, you was a YN, but bye.
I wasn't a YN. I was. What is the term for the young ladies?
But at the same time, that's they in the cars
YL?
with, you'll see a car full of kids.
Yeah.
And it's not just boys.
So the reason why, and I'm glad you
So I don't
mentioned
want to
that.
kind of dwell on the young men all the time.
The reason why, and I'm glad you brought that up. The reason why I specifically said young men is because I feel like the young ladies are easier to reach. I feel like there's more Yeah, that's my personal opinion. I do, based off of what's in the society and community. There's more.
They got a more attitude.
They do, but there's a way we can reach them. We reach them through things that they like hair, makeup, nails, lashes, girly stuff. There's organizations. There's more young organizations for young women to be a part of than there is young men.
Yeah, it's more resources.
It is
given
for the young ladies.
For the young ladies, i.e. getting pregnant or getting abused or whatever the case is. It's more resources.
And think about it.
Towards
a lot of single parent households are led by women. So the girls always have a woman in the house. 9 times out of 10, the young men don't have a man in the house.
I mean, a lot of organizations it's led by women too.
That's a fact. Yep, that's a fact. And for the organizations who are youth based and host majority of young men, they have a certain structure. A certain structure about them that the YNs don't like. They want to be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah, I thought father said females are YGs. I thought about that.
YGs. I was a YG. I had open face, rose gold, diamond cut, golds. I had a tat at 15. I had female jabots. I was really Zulu.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we talked. I think it was last week. We were talking about how fast females is. You know, is that still the idea with the females? Like when you see them riding, is that it?
I believe so. Let's talk about it. Before we do, last week we had a very special guest in the building. We had MJ in the building. Shout out to MJ, and he provided us with an exclusive song.
It's the song of the day?
It's the song of the day, Meech. It's the song of Pretty Woman. Oh my gosh. Listen, I love this song. I'm excited to even announce this song. Shout out to all of the listeners. When we come back from break,
we'll continue the conversation.
We're going to go ahead and continue the conversation, but please enjoy.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Go with the flow. 101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler Digi-Meech. We are live and direct. We got a special exclusive joint. Shout out to Milwaukee's own MJ, produced by E2 and Wavy Boy. Here's Pretty Woman.
Let's go explore. Oh yeah, yeah. So don't be moving. Yeah. Yeah. This how we gonna do this right here. Pretty woman, it's something you should know. I ain't one of them, baby, I'm him, and that's one thing for sure. Yeah. Pretty woman, oh, it's almost time to go. Ooh, and I got a lot of options, baby. Oh yeah, yeah. So don't be moving slow. Yeah. Pretty woman, oh yeah, I need you for sure. Oh yeah, I got a late night plan. Oh yeah, and it's something you can't ignore. Oh, pretty woman, oh, I'ma leave you wanting more. Hey yeah, pretty woman, oh, I want you the most. Hey, pretty woman, I make them crazy, have them beating down my door. Yeah, I know you ain't met a real one like me. Just go with the flow. Pretty woman, it's last call, and this joint about to close. Finish that whiskey, baby. So put your number in my phone, lock in, and let's go explore. Pretty woman, oh, popping out tonight with a pretty woman. I just need one night. Pretty woman, you such a vibe. Pretty woman, oh, you got me hypnotized. Pretty woman, mesmerized. Pretty woman, oh, pack it up, let's slide. Pretty woman, I know I can't deny. Pretty woman, oh.
101.7 The Truth. Shout out to MJ. That was an exclusive record, man. Fire. Can we get some bombs? Z, gotta drop some bombs for that joint right there. I love that joint, man. We had MJ in the building, E2 and Wavy Boy last week. For those who are not familiar, MJ is or was a part of the cast of Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's also related to Shay Johnson, Milwaukee's own Shay Johnson. And then Wavy Boy is a producer with Wyclef and Lauryn Hill, and E2 also works with Rico Love and various of different artists as well. So again, shout out to MJ, the whole team. That joint is fire. I'm excited. Can't wait until it officially drops, as well as the video. So we're talking youth and how come the environment isn't set up for them to succeed. And what is it that us as a community, as the adults, what is it that we can do to make sure that we provide better options for our youth? We also have some special guests that's coming in the building today as well. Mike Shane and H1 The Hook. I'm excited to sit down and talk to them. I know both of them personally. They have been a pillar in the community when it comes to the music industry as well as working with the youth. So I want to be able to get their take on what they think when it comes to the state of the youth, the environment, and if we're properly doing what it is that we need to do as a community to make sure that our youth is being set up for success. Madi, shout out to the chat. Madi said, name calling been around since slavery. People always addressing bike boys and men with the N-word. So disrespectful. He also said you guys always have positive shows. Thank you, Madi. We try. In a world full of opinionated people, we always talk about the negative, and we want to make sure we use our voices in our platform to highlight the positive. And although we live in a world where there's a lot going on, it's been that way since the beginning of time. Nothing has changed. It'll always be that way. But we have to consistently focus on the positive things. As much as I would like to address certain things, especially things that happen in the city of Milwaukee, for me, it's always important to make sure that, again, we speak on the positive side. Mech, we got a special guest in the building, man. The one and only Mike Shane.
Mike?
I'm gonna call you Mike Shane. I know I'm by Lil Mike, but I'm gonna respect
Mike.
you.
Yeah, got muscles, everything. Talking about Lil Mike.
We go back 14th Street.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Family grew up down there.
Welcome to the show, Mike. Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate you.
I was just bumping Count It?
On Time.
On Time.
On Time.
Yep.
Yeah. That's my latest single.
Yeah, I was bumping that on the way here. So let's jump right into it. Okay. First and foremost, I want to give you your flowers because I haven't seen anybody grind the way that you grind.
That, yeah.
And it's crazy because on your way in, we was playing MJ's single. We just had Wavy Boy and E2 up here, MJ last week. And they was like, man, Mike, listen, most persistent, consistent artist that I've ever seen.
For sure.
Dropping. So again, give us some background about who you are, where you come from, and how you started your journey in music.
Okay, so I've basically been singing all my life.
Yeah.
But as far as the last 7 years, I would say I've been investing. So I was doing music, before 2019, I was doing music. I do music, then I stop.
Yeah.
I do music, then I stop because I feel like I wasn't really finding like the right producers, the right studios and stuff like that. And I was actually, and to be real, I didn't really have too much money to invest.
Mm-hmm.
But 2019, I linked up with Wavy Boy.
Yeah. Shout out to Wavy Boy.
Wavy Boy and Jarvis, yeah. And they got my sound together, and we've been working ever since.
Yes.
Shout out to them, man, because I don't know where my music career would be without Wavy Boy and Jarvis, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So I know you, but the world don't. Who
Right.
is Mike? Where do you come from? Where did you grow up? What was your family like?
So I grew up. My parents had me when they was young, high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So my mom didn't move out the house, her mother house, till she was 22.
Okay.
You know what I mean. So I'm kind of I'm a grandmother's boy.
Yeah.
Love my mama to death.
Yeah.
But my grandmother, she was there for me,
Grandma
too.
baby.
Yeah. My father has always been there. You know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He grew up. They all grew up on 14th, and my parents played a great part of my life.
Yeah.
As far as me doing music, man, we'd get together, like on my mom's side of the family, we have our get-togethers and stuff like that. And they, Mike, sing. You know what I'm saying? So
Sing for the whole family.
even if I really didn't know how to sing, they instilled the confidence in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to even pursue it. So yeah, and I moved to Minnesota maybe for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
Growing up, so I got people out there who actually support me and everything too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been my journey. As far as musically.
So today we are talking about the state of the youth as far as the environment and what it is that we need to do as a people to make sure that they succeed, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, obviously, we want to highlight your music, but we also want to know who you are and your input on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, our families, we like 4 generations in. We
Right,
come from 14th and Burleigh, which I know there's a lot of neighborhoods who had communities back then, but our community has always been special to me because we did have that support as youth. We did have, I was just telling Meech about, you could be outside, something can go on, whether you're on 13th or 14th.
Yeah,
but they gonna make sure all of the kids and the elders and the women, are out the way. So growing up, what was it that your father, your mother, your family instilled in you that you don't see instilled in the youth today?
Ooh, right now, first of all, they don't get their butts whooped. Ain't no more whoopings. But whoopings played a big part in growing up and keeping us disciplined. But what I don't see right now, I don't see kids, playing football in the streets, playing football in the fields and stuff like that. I don't see kids in the alley. I remember growing up, I could be on my bike and ride past the alley, and I see a group of kids playing
basketball.
With the crates.
Playing basketball crates, or somebody had to, and I'm going up, come in, can I play? What I'm saying? So it's no more that interaction. To me, the youth, I would say they got more access to more things. You know what I'm saying? I try. I ain't gonna say I try. I try to give advice every time I can. Rather if it's about music or just life. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like they don't. Man, they got access to too much stuff. They egos. I ain't seen a younger dude talk to an older dude like he was nothing. Like he trying to get advice. I ain't trying to hear that. Ooh. So that's the difference. So honestly, I think they ain't got enough discipline. You know what I mean?
When you see a young man wearing ski masks, clothes, you consider that a YN? Do you label as a YN, like prejudge?
A YN, a DN, dumb. All that, because why? It's summertime. Why you got a ski mask on? You know what I'm saying? Why? And then you scare. It ain't about I'm not trying not to be seen. You scaring other people. You know what I'm saying? That's the prototype. You come with a ski mask on, like you think you about to get robbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You somebody coming my way with a ski mask on, I'm crossing the street.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just, I feel like it's unnecessary.
But what's the difference between now and when we was young?
I didn't really see people. Only time we wore ski masks is in the wintertime when we on a bus stop, or or about to go to school, so we don't want our face to get cold. Yeah. These dudes wearing it just because, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Part of the style. In a sense.
I wouldn't even say it. You could say that. I would say a trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the dumbest trend I ever seen in my life. That's the dumbest trend I ever seen in my life, because they doing it in the summertime. You know what I mean? It's doing when it's warm out.
Super hot. Humidity.
First thing, like we at Columbia.
Yeah.
We had Columbia, me and Trail. We had Columbia. We shooting dice.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees outside, still at night.
Yeah.
And dudes walked up with ski masks, hoodies on. We know what time it is. So so for older people like our age, that's what we thinking. You know what I mean?
The perception.
Yeah, the perception. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How do you as a music artist, do you feel like the industry plays a big part in why the youth are the way that they are when it comes to the image, when it comes to the ski mask, when it comes to the YN culture, all of the above?
Most definitely. They see the Pooh Shiesties and all that, but they don't know it's a difference between rap and real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They doing that for a video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They doing that. They got that mask on for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? In the video. But you want to walk around like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All day, every day.
It's been 4 years now.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
6 years since COVID.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because that's a defining point, that they can't separate real from fake.
Right.
The music industry is fake. Not all artists are fake, but to your point, by the time that video over, them cars is gone, that jewelry is gone, that mask is gone. But it's still lingering on in the community.
Right. And it's always been like that, music perception, but it's what they giving out, what's trending right now. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. But it's what you're giving out, basically.
Absolutely. We got to go to break to pay some bills. We got Mike Shane in the building. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way, improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You hit my phone like where you at?
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We are live and direct. We got some special guests in the building, Meech. We got Mike Shane in the building. Who else we got in the building?
Got Rick Taylor from the Rap Draft.
Let's go.
Get a couple insights from these gentlemen real quick. I was gonna say, y'all probably younger than me.
We all the same age.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. I want to give you your flowers for your platform because I've been watching from afar and I like what you're doing, and I really, really, really believe that the city needs this. It do.
Truth Nation, tap in with us 833-212-1017. We got a question in the chat that's saying, do teens wear ski masks to hide from their crimes, ops, or because they are insecure? Go ahead and vote. Let us know. Tap in. Give us a call. Let us know what's going on. Like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube.
So, Mike, before we went to break, we were talking about the influence of music in the youth, right? Again, I know you. I know your family, your history. Shout out to TT Mill, the whole Hawthorne family. Rest in peace to Uncle Mike. I seen how important your father was for you in your life, and he played a huge part in you becoming who you are today. Matter of fact, I was in my phone the other day and ran across a picture me and him took when you came to perform at the John B show. And he was so excited just to be there to support you. But for the youth that's listening, I really, really, really want to touch on the importance of what it is to have a male figure in your life so that they can have someone that they can go to.
Right. So what my father done for me, man,
give a little background on your dad too.
So my dad, he was in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
He help a lot of people. A lot of people go to him for help. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the type of person he was. Yeah, for what he did for me and still for me. Like, if I was about to do something stupid, I hear him and you know what I'm saying. And just the advice he gave me since a kid. You know what I mean? Being in the 4th and 5th grade, not understanding what he telling me, but as I'm older now, I get it. Like, man, I'm in the 4th and 5th grade playing. Like, man, Mike, do push-ups. I said, like, Dad, I'm too young to do push. No, do push-ups so you can be ahead of the other kids. That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes. He didn't want me to go to college. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that, but now I do, because he like, man, Mike, you have a whole franchise here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that type of stuff, and just always guide me in the right direction, whether if I want to hear it or not.
Yes.
And that's the most important part. Whether if I got mad or not,
yes,
he gonna tell me what it is.
So how has the discipline you learned from him translated into your career?
Just even wanting to impress him, and then he's just like, man, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Ain't no half stepping.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do music, do music. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect people to give you no handouts or woo. Like, you got to work for it.
Absolutely.
And he never missed a show. I don't even know if he know how serious I took music until he saw me like actually doing it. He never missed. He was at every single last show. You know what I mean? So, man, my pops was played a big role in what I do.
Yeah. And for the youth who may not have their fathers, the moral of the story is find someone. Find your safe space or someone who can support you and assist you with the discipline, the knowledge, the advice, so that you don't have to be out here walking around in ski masks in the summertime.
And I want to add this too. You know, I have, I know a lot of guys who grew up without a father, but they ain't let that define them.
Yes.
You know, I know a lot of guys who, using it as an excuse, but I know more guys who don't let it define them.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Who found them a mentor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just chose to still, be disciplined and want more. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
don't let it define you. You know?
Absolutely. We got a caller on the line. Key, are you there?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. Thank you so much for tapping in.
What's up?
What's up with you? Y'all listening to a lot of y'all comments, and in this day and time, a lot of kids are mimicking what they see their parents do. So just like in Pooh Shiesty case, when they robbed Gucci, man, his daddy was with him.
That's a fact.
So he really didn't have a chance. That kid, he really didn't have a chance because his dad in the streets. And his dad, I think he's over 45. He still go by the name Mob Boss. So like in a lot of situations like that, a kid really don't have a chance because he's seeing what his daddy do.
Absolutely. I agree. We talked about that earlier too.
I know for a fact in Memphis, that's what a lot of these rappers, they doing what they see their daddies do. If their daddy in the street, they in the street. If they rapping about something, 9 times out of 10, they did.
So what we supposed to do when the person you looking up to is influencing you that way?
Yeah, that's a hard question. So to a lot of young men, your first superhero is your dad.
Yeah, I would encourage.
That's a hard one.
I would encourage them to find it elsewhere. Find whatever it is, because I don't believe that there's youth out there who go through these situations that still don't believe that what's happening is not right.
It's hard to tell a boy that look up to his daddy that his daddy ain't cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to say your daddy isn't cool, but again, you have to, as you become a young adult, 16, 17, 18, you know right from wrong.
Yeah, you start understanding.
Right. You know right from wrong. But to your point, I don't have the answer. That's a very difficult situation. Very difficult.
There are some rappers trying to change the narrative, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what Skilla Baby doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's preaching that it's okay to have a 9 to 5. It's okay to hustle in different ways. You don't just need rap. You don't just need dope. You don't just need weed.
Yep.
It's a couple rappers pushing that narrative. You know what I mean? So if we can get, I ain't saying it's cool to, but mix it in, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let them know, like.
Yeah, thanks Keith for calling, too.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. let's get into it. So, before I get to asking you questions, I want, because your platform is extremely important, and you have a platform that a lot of the youth watch, right? So I want you first to, let us know who you are, what it is that you do, and then I want you to speak about the importance of how to properly utilize your platform to make, not you in particular, but just society. How can we do a better job at utilizing our voices and platform when we know that the babies are watching?
Well, my name is Rick Taylor. I own Rap Draft. It's a music platform and a podcast for artists. And I've been doing it for some time. And, I was an artist myself. So that's what made me, create a platform, because at the time it wasn't no platform like that. And I think the importance of having a platform like this is like to let the youth express themselves, get them something to do, an outlet to, tell their story with their life and stuff like that. And I think it's important to be careful about what we push and like how we, give it to the people, because people are watching, and the youth are, they do pay attention to a lot of things we put out, whether it's how you move or what kind of message you sending, and they reflect off of that, and I think as somebody in my position, it's a certain role that I play on trying to, give back to the community and the youth and let them, get a story, and whether it's a positive, give them an outlet, a positive platform to tell their story and also just express themselves.
Absolutely. So when you have interaction with youth that we're speaking about, do you experience the YN quote unquote behavior, or do you experience something different? Because what I was saying earlier is, when I see young men out there, even if they got the mask on, I've never been disrespected by them.
Right.
They and icebreakers is like Mitch said, "What's up, little bro?" Right. Mm-hmm. They also, to Mike's point, have to understand that you have to be approachable first and foremost. You know what I mean?
You don't have to be, but it's just like common sense. You scaring people. You know you scaring people. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yes.
You want to make it to where that's not the case. So what do you experience when you deal with the youth?
I experienced all kind of different things, but I did have experience like that recently. My place is in Wauwatosa. They wear the ski masks and stuff like that. It was like 4 young men wearing ski masks, and it kind of scared my neighbors. And but it's just crazy, because like you're looking at how these people are, how they look, but really deep down these are good kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just looking for a way to express themselves and just trying to find themselves. But really deep down, these kids be really good kids, talented kids, and just smart people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like the way they get perceived, like because of the ski mask trend and stuff like that. And that's really deep. Like you gotta think about like, how the world sees you. We know deep down you might not be a bad person, but somebody don't know, because we come from an era, like you were saying, when we see ski masks, we think trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was, or wintertime, but it's just how, it's
the
crazy.
Culture. Yeah.
It's culture now. So it's like,
It's the culture, and it's hard to really accept it for a lot of our generation and the elders, because they don't understand it. But we were talking about earlier, we used to wear, well, not me, but y'all used to wear the 3X white tees.
I mean, you almost admitted to being a YG.
I mean, I was a YG. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing goals and female jabos, but I was a product of my environment.
Yeah.
You know? And so are they. But again, we grew up listening to the Hot Boys. We grew up listening to certain people. That was the culture. This is their culture. The artists, the movies, everything they're around is telling them to wear this stuff. So to them, it's cool. Just like what you said back in the day with the
baggy jeans.
With the baggy jeans for what was it, break dancing?
Yeah, break dancing.
Yeah.
Even on a different race, you see our style, our culture on a different race. You automatically think that's hip hop.
Exactly.
Or they can represent it as hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You won't just associate them with being a criminal or doing criminal activity or just a thug, like we said.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We got Mike Shane and Rap Draft in the building, 101.7 The Truth.
Don't let summer pass you by. Turn it all the way up at Summerfest. The music, the moments, the memories you'll replay all year long. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. June 18th through July 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths, but we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at
milwaukee.gov/Vision Zero.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
I don't know what you did to me. Can't get you out my head.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We got Mike Shane, Rap Draft in the building. Mike, they playing your song, man. What's
this?
This?
My single, Self.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I
indeed.
dropped this about 3-4 months ago. And basically is what it's about. It's like you working on yourself. It's okay to work on yourself. You know what I mean? We can't do this no more because I want to work on myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's some of the hardest things to do. You know, let go of those relationships, those friendships, or whatever.
Yes.
But sometimes you got to step back and work on yourself.
Absolutely.
So that was my single Self right there.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank y'all so much for joining us. For those who are just joining in, we have Mike Shane and Rap Draft in the building. Two prominent figures when it comes to the music culture in this in Milwaukee, not just Milwaukee, but just in the industry in general. They just happen to be from Milwaukee, and we are talking youth, the state of the youth, what it is that we can do to ensure that they are successful. And to all the youth out there, me and Meech, like we always say, we want y'all to know we love y'all, we here, we want to support y'all, and it's a judgment-free zone. Right. We're here to help y'all as much as y'all can, as much as we can. So, Mike, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, we were talking about environments and how to be successful. Growing up where we grew up and growing up around who we were around and just the culture in general, how were you able to make it out of that and choose a different path for yourself?
Well, first of all, I always kind of knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? And although, we grew up in that environment, I was still kind of sheltered.
Yeah.
By my mom, my dad, and everyone wasn't as fortunate as us. You know what I mean? They weren't as fortunate. So, my mom, they was good. My dad was good. So I still was kind of sheltered.
Yeah.
And you see me at Columbia walking the street, but I didn't stay out too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still, hey, you better. My dad made sure I was at home. He said, just be here for the street lights.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And when I was with my mom, then I had, basketball court in the back and
Yeah.
all that, even with my father, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
had kind of stuff to do. Plus, I didn't have too many friends because I had so many male cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and we wasn't, we barely argue, fight, and they'd be like, and they was proud that I knew how to sing. You know what I mean? So they could sing this, sing something. So it was my environment too. That kind of, they weren't pulling me in. They wanted to see me go. They wanted to see me sing. They wanted to see me play basketball.
Yes.
They wanted to see me do stuff like that. So it was really my environment, the people around me.
So it's the environment inside of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how bad the outside environment it is. It's all about the up close and personal environment that you have. And then you were also mentioning, Ricky, that you feel like the youth don't really have any options or outlets to express themselves.
They don't really have too many outlets to express themselves, or even too many people to talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people growing up without cousins, I guess you see life and family is becoming more distant.
Absolutely.
Some family cousins don't even hang together. Some parents not in the house. And then when we was growing up, we also had other outlets in case you didn't have that, like Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
Or mentorships and places to go, like dance awards and stuff, where you can be yourself and open up to people. It's like now it's like it's not okay to talk to, like we grew up like it's not okay to talk about your problems or, you know what I'm saying, you got to toughen up. But it's like now I would like for people to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what all I'm about, like my platform. Be yourself. You ain't had to come up here and be somebody you're not. I'm here for you. It's like, I'm an open book. You just tell your truth or whatever, man. Like, I just want the youth to know, man, it's people really out here who do care about you. We care about you.
Definitely,
most definitely, man. If you need somebody to talk to, man, just reach out. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what somebody going through. It's so many, so many sad things that's going on in today's time, man. It's just like, reach out, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I reached out to a couple youth running a few platforms. They trying to get their stuff off the ground, and they was just like, man, thanks. They was just so happy that I reached out.
Yeah.
I mean, they was just like, man, thanks for reaching out. People scared to reach out to us. And I was just in my head like, people scared to reach out to us. You know what I mean? Why won't they reach? Why people not reaching out to the youth? Like,
so extending an olive
I mean,
branch.
we extending information, extending, events or extending, resources.
Yeah.
But as we actually reaching out
and
you know
reaching
what I mean?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think we need to reach back more. That's why I always come back home. No matter where I go in the world, I always end up back at the crib because I feel responsible for participating in reaching back.
I definitely feel responsible in my neighborhood. Like if I see a team more than once, I'm gonna ask them what's going on. Like, what's up? I see you outside. I wouldn't you say that I seen them outside, but I'll just be like, what's up? Come here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And just see what they got going on just because I seen them more than once not doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to see what they got in mind. Like yesterday, it's been a youth. Well, he 19 in my neighborhood. He pretty much entrusted me with just like information, just talking to me all the time. Every time he see me at the store, he just be like, man, yesterday Ben asked me, do I know somebody that could give him a job? You know what I mean? And it made me proud to know that he's still looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like after going through the wintertime, after the seasons change, you still looking.
Yep.
Instead of just like, I told him, get yourself together, keep an ID, the necessary stuff like that. And then, just kind of told him like, man, because he was like, I could go work at Checkers, but it's part-time. It's only the check. My guy check said his checks be like 200 or something. I said, bro, take that.
Yeah.
Go get another part-time.
Yep.
Stack them checks together. They got a full-time.
Yeah.
Like, it's really just kind of explaining them what they thinking. He thinking that $200 ain't enough. But I'm like, look, man, some jobs, that's what we getting.
Yeah.
That's what we out here getting, bro. Like, it ain't, like, you ain't, like, just because you see somebody on Instagram.
They want it fast.
Yeah, counting 10,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean.
All perception.
You know what I mean? It's all perception. Like, we out here stacking checks together.
Yes.
Like, we stacking the 200s and the 300s,
Yes.
the 500s, 600s together
Yes.
to make 1,000.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's how it's going. So for me to, explained that to him yesterday. And like I said, I was just so proud that he's still looking, even though he said he worked at a car wash and he had a few little temp jobs or whatever, but just to know he's still on it at 19 with no help.
Yeah.
No help, no ride, no nothing. Can't get a.
He's still
don't
trying.
Don't even know the importance of him keeping the ID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's still trying, and that's all they can do. But what you mentioned also was accountability from an adult point of view, because it's not that he don't have, he does. You created something for him to have. If they feel like they have at least one person, that's all they need.
He know he for sure could ask me.
Right.
What's going on. Because I done led him to a job before. You know what I'm saying? And then he ended up, that job ended up, it was only a temporary job, but he ended up doing it. And he, so now he trusts me with like just information. He hit me all the time. Bro, what's up, bro? And, seen him yesterday. He just asked me, he still told me he's still looking for a job.
That's fire.
Yeah,
so,
funny.
Y'all know we are like the 18s and uncles now. Yeah. Right? Like we the ones.
I done made it to Uncle. Yeah, right. Sure.
We the ones sitting in the backyard playing spades, listening to music while the kids is running around, which is another reason why I want us to have these conversations. But as we're talking about perception, Mike, you mentioned perception. What is something that you would like to let the youth know, or just anyone in general who may not know what happens behind scenes with the music, so that they can begin to understand the difference between reality versus fake?
So behind the music, this is what I want to say first. What I notice with the youth, they don't want to struggle.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they don't want to struggle. It's okay. And it's okay to struggle, because struggle come before the prize.
Yes.
But what I noticed, they don't want to struggle. Like I ain't seen high school kids want Prada shoes, want YSL this.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, we went to school with white tees and sweatpants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the music, like man, what you see, you might see a 3 minute video. You know what I'm saying? You might see a 3 minute what's this called? Instagram
Reels.
Yeah.
a reel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that 3 minute video took 8 hours. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
You got to be willing to put that work in.
Yep.
That 3 minute song took 10 hours. Took
Yep.
3 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
You know
put
what
10
I mean?
seconds in
Yeah.
for a
So
3 minute
it's-
video.
that's and that's the part I love though. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I've accomplished something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of my songs, we get in the studio and we start from scratch. We ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
And it might have took me 8-9 hours between taking breaks and getting a fresh mind, coming
Yep.
back to it, and for 3 minutes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's always a struggle. You always gonna hit some type of blocks, but it's how you capitalize or what you learn from. basically.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Perception of hard work.
Perception of hard work.
They don't know that.
Hard work.
It takes hard work.
They want the microwave
Ain't nothing
option.
instant. Ain't nothing instant.
Nothing.
But they want that microwave option because look what we did. The Instagram
Internet.
stuff.
Yeah.
The internet. Everything is like this, but in reality, it's not that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
It's like how we used to think. Look, like damn, they making money off doing Instagram reels. Whoa, that looks easy.
Yeah.
Until I make
So
my
you can-
singing videos.
And then you ain't getting to get 1 cent.
No. Until I make my singing videos and be like, no, maybe not this one. No,
Yeah.
I'll be doing 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Redoing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's work into the content.
Yep.
Yeah, everything is work.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing overnight.
Absolutely. And to that point, which is a great point, because I feel like society today always shows the finished product on social media. No one takes
Always.
the time
Highlight.
to show the process it took to get from A to Z.
Yeah.
You know, everything that you have to go through, like you mentioned, just to get to where you're going.
Exactly.
Right? I feel like we as a community, as a culture, have to start doing that more. We got to go to break. Do not touch that dial. We got Mike Shane and Rap Draft in the building. 101.7 The Truth.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
This work might turn into a fiend. Go crack like Billie Jean. It's lit in my BED. You gon' think you had the best.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct. Milwaukee Juneteenth celebration is back, and 101.7 The Truth will be there all day long. Thank you to our Juneteenth partners, Educators Credit Union, Molson Coors, Tobacco Law, American Family Insurance, and Milwaukee College Prep for helping us celebrate freedom, heritage, education, and community. Join us on King Drive for one of Milwaukee's most cherished traditions, brought to you by our sponsors and 101.7 The Truth. It's going down Juneteenth, man. We gonna be in the parade.
Yeah, catch me in the crowd.
Yeah.
Come say hi to the whole Truth Nation.
Yes, indeed.
This
Friday.
Juneteenth this Friday.
This Friday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Ricky, I want to ask you a question, right? So I teach music at Howard Fuller High School. We have DJing, beats, engineering, rapping, singing, everything. And we have some very, very talented youth. I would love to do an edition of, and it doesn't have to be continuously, but like youth rap drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something where we can cater it specifically towards them and give them a platform. Again, it doesn't have to be consistent, but I would love to work with you on that so that they can begin to see themselves in the platforms of the artists that they look up to.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm with that. That's what it's all about. I want to see different, younger people come on, the youth come on, or different type of genres come on and, tell their message, spread their music,
Yeah.
Yeah, just because you rap, it's called rap drive.
Yeah, that don't mean
you can sing too.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all paid attention. I had R&B artists on there. I also had, Christian rappers on there and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm open to all that.
That's fire. We gotta get Mike. We gotta get you on there, man. For real.
We gotta get Mike on there,
Shoulders
man.
with Rick after this, man.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
definitely
Oh,
lock
that's a
in
plug,
for sure.
ain't it? Oh, Mike.
It is.
Look at that.
Man, listen. And to be honest with you, like, I would love to see more young men sing too. Not the rapping singing, but like authentic R&B.
yeah.
Like when we be in the studio, these boys hold harmonies. Like they really can.
Yeah.
They just don't. I guess the perception of R&B is like too soft for them, and I'm like, you gotta go.
I don't think it's that. I think it's because we don't have
R&B as much
R&B
no more.
artists.
Yeah.
Ain't no Jodeci.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing them for the. You got Chris Brown, but that's more
Pop.
Yeah, that's more hip hop-ish type of,
Yeah.
singing a little bit. He rapping, he everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's more so like the artistry of Chris Brown they going for instead of the R&B version of Chris Brown, and where we seen him grow from a youth R&B singer to a adult R&B singer.
Yeah.
But then once he got adult, he started transitioning and just dabbling into the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think that's where they following that instead of the traditional R&B groups that we grew up on, the traditional R&B artists, you know, Genuine or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the culture now with the whole bro culture with the young ladies is like they would you call them YGs?
I mean, in the chat they call them YG, so I was just kind of like, grabbing that from them.
Like, do they even want to hear R&B? Our generation did.
But to that, is it more so that people don't want to sing? Because I feel like we got a lot of singers.
Yeah.
Or is the record labels and the radios, are they really pushing?
Pushing.
It?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I think it's a lack in that also.
That's
you know
a fact.
what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm asking if there's any youth out there, start making some R&B records, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Y'all swear y'all slick. Ain't nothing more player than a boy who can walk outside and sing his way into a girl's heart, man.
Right,
you know what I mean?
We need to see that more.
It ain't nothing wrong with being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I know we got the pause epidemic going on, but right. So it's okay to be vulnerable, sing. You know what I'm saying? It's still okay to court your female. You know what I mean? If you want to express it through words, you want to express it through rap singing, man, go ahead, do that.
It's okay to love.
It's okay to love.
It is okay to love. I gotta do a quick shout out and I did earlier. But TT Mel chewing me out right now.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Don't forget to shout out TT Mel."
Yeah, shout out Auntie Melody. I
she
love
be
her.
feeding us, and she is the one who keep the family together. For real.
Sure,
That's a
sure,
fact. Shout out to the whole Hawthorne family, man. Much love and respect. So, what do y'all have? What y'all working on? Y'all got any shout outs y'all want to give out? What's next?
Yeah, man, I got a lot of stuff coming. Like I got some stuff I want to do for Soulful Sundays with the R&B artists come up on the rap draft.
That's fire.
I even want to get into having some rock artists come on here, some more Christian artists, some younger artists. I have my gaming show where you can actually win a free full performance just from coming to ask some questions like hip hop trivia, R&B trivia. So on the clock, that's going on right now, and I'm just gonna also start highlighting more artists, like just showing love, like giving them a shout out, put them on the page, tagging them, and let the fans see if they really rock with them. So I got a lot of things coming.
Absolutely. You got any shout outs? And what's your social media handles?
Yeah. So my social media handles is I'm Rick Taylor and also at the Rap Draft on all platforms. And I just want to shout out to the whole city of Milwaukee. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Sure, for sure.
Shout out to the youth, man. I want to let y'all know we love y'all, man. Continue to find yourselves. It's all right to be yourself.
Yes.
And if you ever need somebody to talk to, speak up, and just reach out. And just shout out to all the artists in the whole city and everybody going crazy, man.
Yeah.
And shout out my family and my wife for always pushing me and helping me do what I do as well.
Sure.
Thank you so much, and thank you. And I ask that you continue to do what you do because what you do is important.
Most definitely.
It is.
Thank you.
For sure.
You got some shout outs, Mike? And what you working on?
So what I'm working on right now, I currently got my single On Time. My new single's dropping. I think I'm going to drop it the first week of July, called All Night. I sample R. Kelly and Biggie.
Okay.
That's
fire.
Yeah. So I got that dropping. But what I got coming up, I got, first of all, June 22nd, we got R&B night in Showcase.
Okay.
So with me, myself, Jeff Pope, and numero 8, Neil McCarthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all got together. We did the first R&B night, June. I think it was.
I know.
First
I
week
missed
of June.
it.
Yeah. But listen, it was a vibe. First, the rooftop mixer from 6 to 8. It was a vibe. We was out there kicking it, chilling. Ooh, then we went downstairs at 8 o'clock for all the performances. Everybody did great. We got a nice showing. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully,
where is it at?
At No Studios.
Oh yeah, that rooftop fire.
Listen,
yeah,
fire.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be this second one should be even bigger, and it's a free event.
Okay,
that's what's important. It's a free event,
so you can come support for free.
Come support for free.
Absolutely.
That's it.
June 22nd and those
at No Studios. Yep.
Dope.
Got like Bronzeville.
Yeah.
You reached out to me for that, and then August 7th I'll be doing the live band at the Link also.
That's fire.
Yep.
That's fire. What's your social media handles?
Mike Shane, IG and TikTok, and Michael Shane on Facebook.
You got any shout outs?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of.
Yeah, I know it.
So first off, I wanna shout out Wavy Boy.
Yeah,
and Wavy Boy and them for actually helping me, getting me started. You know what I mean? They didn't want man, they just wanted me to work. And whatever I needed, whatever advice or whatever, they was there for me.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. I want to shout out my family, the Hawthorns and the McAfees.
Yeah.
For always pushing me. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? I want to shout out you. I want to shout out y'all, what y'all got going on. I appreciate you always reaching out.
Absolutely.
And thinking about me. You know what I mean? Last year we did the John B.
Yep.
And that was incredible.
Yes.
My dad was there.
Yep.
I want to shout out my kids. I want to shout out my mom. I want to shout out my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, mama,
everybody.
for real.
Listen, I don't want to say I got an enemy, but I love everybody.
Yes.
You know, I got a good relationship with everybody intentionally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, shout out to all them, and, that's what I got going on.
Absolutely. Well, thank y'all again so much.
I left one person, Jarvis Red.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
Jarvis
Absolutely.
Red. My bad. Jarvis Red, him too. Yeah, he played a big role. That's we write together, we work. That's why I be in there putting them long hours in the studio with. You know what I mean? So shout out to him too.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Please, please, please go on their social media and support them. Figure out what they got going on. This is a community effort. These are the people that our babies pay attention to. So if you wanna build those relationships, you gotta understand who they watching and what they watching. All right. Thank y'all so much for coming on. We gotta go to break to go pay some bills. Tap in 101.7 The Truth.
Yeah. Yeah. This how we gonna do this right here. Pretty woman, it's something you should know. I ain't one of them, baby, I'm him, and that's one thing for sure. Yeah. Pretty woman, it's almost time to go. Ooh, and I got a lot of options, baby. Oh yeah. So don't be moving slow. Yeah. Pretty woman, oh yeah, I need you for sure. Oh yeah, I got a late night plan. Oh yeah, and it's something you can't ignore. Pretty woman, I'ma leave you wanting more. Hey yeah, pretty woman, I want you the most.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi-Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Don't miss 101.7 The Truth, broadcasting live from Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebration. Join us, community conversations, interviews with community leaders, and more. Thanks to Educators Credit Union, Morrison Coors, Tobacco Law, American Family Insurance, and Milwaukee College Prep for supporting the special community event. We'll see you at the Juneteenth Festival as we celebrate freedom, culture, education, and community together. Milwaukee, happy Tuesday. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We had some special guests earlier. We have some special guests joining us as well. First and foremost, I just want to again say happy birthday, Tupac Shakur. Today is officially Tupac's birthday. Shout out to all of my fellow board members on the Tupac Amaru Shakur Foundation, as well as my sister Sexual Shakur and the entire Shakur family. Earlier, we played a clip with Pac talking to Ed Gordon about the environment and the state of the youth and things that they are given in order to make them successful. And we want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. Right now, we got some special guests in the building. Meech, who we got?
H1
Let's go. Listen.
What's up, my boy H1 the Hook.
Wow.
Producer Don.
Come on, man.
What's
Listen,
going on?
I don't even think they understand what's happening right
Don the
now,
jeweler.
Meech. I don't think they. First of all, welcome. It's good to see y'all.
Hey, Jazz.
I haven't seen y'all in it ain't been a decade, has it? No, it ain't been that long.
It's been
moving around.
Maybe
like
decade.
I've seen you. I haven't seen H1 in years.
Yeah, you be moving around, Jazz.
Man, I do. I'm home though. Welcome. I'm excited to have y'all here. I think that is very important, especially for our generation, because a lot of the people that we work with that's coming up, especially the youth, they don't really understand the culture, how it started and where it comes from.
Right.
But most importantly, I think it's important that we have people who were in the industry, are in the industry, that these kids look up to, who they can learn from. So welcome. Let's hop right into it. H1, what's the word?
Man, cool, man. Working hard.
Yes,
trying to
indeed.
stay focused.
Yeah, you got a hook for Jazz.
Huh?
You got a hook for Jazz.
Me trying to get
I made a hook for Jazz.
Okay.
He did, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yep. And it's still on YouTube too.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it.
Cool.
That's
I'm
probably the only song that's still on
You
there.
know what we was
Actually,
doing back then, with our residuals and all
the
that.
facts.
How
We coulda
YouTube
made
being
some
monetized
money.
and everything. Now we ain't know about all that back then.
Right.
We could have made some money. So H1, for those who are not familiar, who are you? Where do you come from? And how did you get to where you currently are?
Well, I am H1 the Hook. You know what I mean? Like H1, my name stemmed from me playing basketball back in the day. My nickname was Handles.
for everybody who know me from basketball or music. You know what I mean? Like, or the streets. But
he went to
he
went to that other South Side school.
I went to Tech High School.
Yeah, I know he went to the other
play ball.
Because your brother was at Bayview with me.
Yeah, my brother Pharrell played at Bayview.
Yeah.
I went to Bayview.
Y'all stay over there.
We Bayview kids.
Team Red Cats died. You know what time it is.
Security in here. Gonna go down.
Yeah, I went to Tech, played basketball for Tech. You know what I mean? I kind of grew up with a big family. You know what I'm saying? Pops died early, so I had to kind of like take that big brother role and really start working and hustling and getting some money and all of that. So my hoop dreams kind of faded away. I kind of put that into my brother. You know what I'm saying? So but with the music, I always had a passion for it. My mom's was a choir director. I was growing up in the church, things like that. I used to always go to choir rehearsals, stuff like that. So music was in my DNA, it was in my blood.
Yes, it is.
So basically, I started rapping maybe in 2005, 6.
Yeah.
Started taking it serious, just rapping with my guys or whatever. Then I did a song with Baby Drew.
Hey, no.
It was called The Facts.
Shout out to
That was
Baby
your first
Drew,
song?
man. Right, he came out hot.
One of my first songs.
That's a great first song.
Man.
Yeah. And then I started linking up with my bro, Vault, Cash Ball.
Shout out to Miller, man. Yes,
boy.
indeed.
My Miller boys, you know what I'm saying? We had started it, you know what I'm saying, making a little movement or whatever. We had a hit song called Show Up to Show Out.
Show up and show out.
It was like one of them city bangers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's back when Nitty and Rizzy and Jack It Down and you.
Yes.
And we had a big movement back then, so it was like.
I was in there too.
You
Yeah,
was. Come on now.
absolutely.
You was there, Meech. You was
Absolutely.
there.
I ain't Meech for
there.
nothing.
Absolutely.
How became Meech now?
Absolutely.
Everybody was there. It was like, you know what I mean? But that's where the foundation of the Jack music and like Milwaukee always had its own style.
Yeah.
Facts.
We always like I want to credit myself for like and everybody, each one of y'all and everybody that was a part of that movement for we lit a torch for Milwaukee. Like,
That's a fact.
Facts.
Like it wasn't cool to be a rapper when we was rapping.
That's a fact.
It wasn't cool to be a rapper. It was like we was going on stage. I mean, you can like how it's performances now. You couldn't pay a club to take a risk on a local artist.
No.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So we had our nights with Timbuktu.
Yep.
And
Quarters and Stonefly. Yep.
Shout out to Monte Carlo. And
Yep.
What was the spot on
Live on
43rd
North?
and Good Hope?
Live on North.
Oh, 43rd and Good Hope. What was
You
that?
talking about Nostalgias too?
Nostalgias, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot about
Nostalgias.
Nostalgias.
Yeah, but shout out to Live on North though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
DJ
did.
Knowledge, he was one of the
Yes.
first people that really took
Broke records.
Yeah, Knowledge and New Styles really was like trying to break artists back then.
Yeah.
L Bug,
Absolutely.
Yeah, they
a
did-
lot of
they did their
a lot of
job.
DJs back
Yeah,
then
yeah.
were trying to really break us into the
Stretch.
into the industry.
Yeah.
Stretch for sure.
Yeah.
Stretch, yeah.
Yep.
So with that, that kind of gave me notoriety as far as music in the city or whatever. It was something I just wanted to keep. I kept wanting to do, and Vault and them kind of was like in a space where they wanted to do more like some business stuff, like you know what I'm saying, getting older, want to do more like it was a business ventures or whatever, and that was cool. So, but that's still my brother to this day. Cash too.
Yeah.
And I linked up with Wavy.
Yeah.
And,
We just had them here last
yeah, I
week and
just
shout out
seen
to
it.
Wavy Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Wavy. We linked up with Wavy.
All y'all from Waco, right?
Yeah, we all from the same hood.
Well, no, he from Highland.
He from Highland,
but y'all from Waco.
We cousins.
Yeah,
It's like
I know.
Highland
Yeah,
Park, Waco.
Yeah.
Lavin Park.
Yeah.
Hillside. All that's like right there.
Yeah.
So all of us like we know each other. We grew up together, playing at each other facilities or whatever. King Center, all of that, like meeting up, kicking it. So I've been New Brandon them since I was a kid. They actually grew up. They house next door to my house.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was like they was doing their thing with the band and whatever. They all play instruments. They all are really super talented and dope at producers. So they used to see me, and it was like I was in passing because I was doing music with one of them. So I'm like, when I took time to actually go down there and listen to their basement and listen to some beats, I'm like, they really got it. They really talented. So long story fast. So I'm gonna just sum it up. Like Wavy entered to a producer contest.
Yeah.
From Milwaukee. It was like a Remy Martin producer contest with Wyclef being judge of the contest or whatever. And,
Exactly.
He finished second place behind, it was a cat from the South Side, DJ, producer's name was like Payne. Well, it wasn't Payne.
DJ.
It was, I can't think
Probably
of his name.
Payne 1. Yeah, that's
DJ
the DJ
Kane.
slash producer
Kane
from
was
Madison.
Kane 1, okay.
Shout out to Kane 1. He out there in L.A. with Business Boy now.
Yeah.
He landed a placement on Rick Ross' album too.
Kane 1, super
Kane
dope.
1,
Yeah.
Super dope.
Shout out to him, but he won, and Webby came in second place, but Webby ended up
it seemed like
working with Wyclef,
Yeah.
and continuously working with Wyclef because Wyclef took a liking to Webby,
Yeah.
and he's still working with him to this day. So, like me and Dub in the basement, me and Webby Boy in the basement is like we making hits or whatever, making placement records for different people. I'm writing for different artists or whatever, and we just was like, man, let's just shoot Wyclef a beat over with a hook on it and see if he bite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was already getting beats from Webby, so we shot a hook over there with the beat on it. And I remember this like yesterday. He called back like, man, who was the dude on the hook? He was like, that's my guy H1. He was like, man, he sound like a Zoe.
Yeah.
And I would try to put myself in my mind frame when I write. I try to write for other people, so I had to tap into my Caribbean bag or Jamaican bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And I made the song, and I sounded like a real roster, like a Jamaican.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, we're gonna keep you on the hook.
It's crazy because, well, today's generation, they don't understand when you say H1 a hook. Like back then, to have someone sing on the hook,
man.
And the hook is the bread and butter other than the beat of the song.
Like, the beat is the driving force, but the hook catchy, it's gone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I was taught that. You know what I mean? Like always, I was the biggest fan of Nate Dogg growing up.
Yeah.
CeeLo Green. And that's like everybody when they compare me to these people, it gave me chills because it's like I grew up and them was the two people that I really liked the most. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
Yeah, like I said, Wyclef said, we was gonna fly y'all out to Jersey and we gonna come out to my mansion and we'll talk about things. So we flew out, went to Wyclef Mansion Super Bowl weekend. We out there with the Giants, the president of Haiti. All of us, we in a mansion. Wyclef got the big mansion. He said, man, I'm going to keep you on the song, bro. And I nailed a placement on his album, Carnival 3, his comeback album.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I think that's dope because I got a lot of features. I done paid for features.
Yeah.
I've had joint features from other industry artists.
Yeah.
But how many people you could say have featured on a legendary industry artist album?
Yes.
Like I'm really on it. Like,
and but to your point though, you put in the work. Like you've done so much. You know what I'm saying?
He said you on everybody hook.
Man, I was shooting. Man, I was doing hooks for everybody. I mean, I done work with every Milwaukee artist there is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? From the majors to the L-Books.
To the Jazzies.
Yep.
Jazzies.
Yeah.
Man, some Jacket Downs, the Needies. I done work with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You on the same label as the Loonies and the Chops.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that. And then but it was just like my situation with Wavy, and it was like, you know what I mean? It was like a thing that made me it was like a turning point in my career where I'm really learning the business side of the music industry. Because like Wyclef put us in a position to like really learn the industry for what it was. He was the first person that told us that the females was gonna take over.
Yeah.
He told us beforehand because we used to write placement records for artists. So we was writing for different artists, writing for Hulu and Netflix and all of this, like trying to land placements or whatever. And he kept telling us like, man, put the work into the females coming up. And he wasn't lying about that because like we see right now the Cardis of the world and the Sexy Reds, like they running the industry.
Shout out to the chat. DVJ73 said was just listening to that Carnival album by Wyclef. Slept on, no skips. R.I.P. John Forte. Yeah. That's a fire album. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We got producer Don and H1 and Hook in the building, 101.7 The Truth.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Denied VA benefits or Social Security disability? Hurt on the job or an auto accident? Tayback Law fights for people who deserve better. Veterans benefits, Social Security, personal injury, and workers' comp. They don't stop fighting until you get what you're owed. And you don't pay unless they win. Get Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com. That's TABAK attorneys.com.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meach. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Meach, it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. What's the word?
Taco Tuesday.
What's the word, Truth Nation? We still want to hear from y'all. We still got the topic going on. Do the youth wear their ski masks because they are insecure, or they hide from crimes or the ops or etc.? Tap in with us 833-212-1017. You know, we got special guests in the building. We were here with H1 the Hood.
What's the question of the day?
Wait.
So that question?
You can't ski.
Do the youth do the youth wear their ski masks because they're insecure or they hide from their ops?
Okay.
He's trying to skate past it. He's trying to skate
but
past
I want to answer that. I want to answer
Absolutely.
Y'all definitely gonna answer that. So, you Truth Nation 833-212-1017. Tap in with us. Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We got the poll going on there, so y'all can answer that. Vote for whatever y'all think y'all answer is. We're with H1 the Hook. We got legendary producer Don the Jeweler in the building. Got a lot of hits under his belt.
Legendary.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Y'all, come on, man. You know how if they don't give you, they don't give it to you.
We gonna
give
it to you.
Thank you. I mean,
I know what you did.
Anytime I get to sit down with the female goat.
Don't gas me up.
Yeah, man. I don't know where it started at, Jazz. They don't know.
Everybody out here gonna come gas Jazz up.
When I was running my record label back in the day, when I was running Man Up, I used to be like, oh, that nigga Jazzy she cold.
Thank you. And it's crazy because don't nobody even know no more. And I made it that way, but my youth be like, you used to what? You did what, Miss Jazz? Rap.
She's so cold.
Thank you.
I had a female artist named Shay K, and she looked up to you.
That's dope.
And I was always in awe of you. So
and you know what? I appreciate it because every time I see you, you always show love.
Yeah.
Thank you. Same here. Yeah. But we ain't talking about me. We talking about you. You trying to be humble. Yeah, no, we ain't gonna be humble on here.
I'm trying to get my Carl Anthony Towns on.
Tell her what you did. Some records you produced, Don.
Records I produced. Why am I drawing a blank right now? I ain't produced
Because it's too
nothing,
many
man.
records.
I ain't produced nothing, man.
Well, then
I'll
I'll
tell you who I've worked with. Yana, Pape, Maya P, H1 The Hook, Party of Four, J. Kane, Charlie Clips is my artist.
Chicken.
Come on now.
Looney, Chop.
Everybody.
We go back further though.
Yeah.
Ray Rizzy.
Yeah.
Harvey Scales is my artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ray Nitty.
He ain't not touched nothing.
Beef. I've
Just
touched
say
everything.
I've touched
long
everything.
list.
As long
I've
as
touched
Locust,
everything.
guys.
Everything.
As long as Locust. I always say, I'm my goal, my role is really artist development. I'm the kingmaker.
Yeah.
Right. I could take an artist from nothing and make them into something.
Yep.
And that, especially in the last 3 years, like every artist I touched and got signed.
Yeah.
So I'm blessed to work with that talent and to be able to cultivate that talent. So,
Absolutely. So
I told you I was going to get my Carl Anthony Towns on.
It's okay. Your history, as far as your resume, is impeccable as far as music. But I know that you are an intellect as well. And I am very, very curious to hear your input on today's topic. We've had extensive conversations about community, about the youth, about all of the above.
Okay.
And again, what we're doing is we're trying to, like where I said earlier, we're the TTs and uncles now in the community. We the ones in the backyard playing space, talking, letting kids, and they look up to us. So it is important that they hear from us what it is that, the advice, the guidance. So the topic today is the environment. How can we expect for the youth to be successful when the environment they're in doesn't have anything, it's not giving them any opportunities? Why are they running around in masks and hoodies in 90-degree weather? Are they hiding from surviving, or are they hiding because they're trying to hide away from the world due to insecurities? Are they mimicking their favorite artists and what they see? And who's responsible for this?
Well, okay. So let's start with the mask thing, right? So we had COVID happen, and it was a common thing to wear a mask.
Yep.
But when I was a kid, I grew up on comic books.
Yeah.
Wearing a mask was cool.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a different perspective.
Yeah. Exactly. It's superhero.
Yeah.
And you, the power that you get from somebody not knowing your identity.
Yeah.
Like even without it being, a comic book thing, I want to be a superhero.
Yeah.
It's still like in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And subconsciously there's a power to that. And so I don't think they're necessarily doing it to be malicious or trying to be, be bad.
It's the culture.
It's the culture, and it's also, it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
So especially the full poof shiesty mask when you pull up, like that, it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I think that it is a part of the culture. I mean, now it's like kind of embedded in the culture because of a lot of hip hop artists have pushed that and like it's a part of fashion now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying people swag some mask out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to the point of wearing outfits or whatever. Like shout out to my boy Party at 4. He make them.
And they really be in fashion shows
dope,
too. Yeah.
But as far as the youth with the mask on and everything like that, like I remember this is probably like 2 weeks ago. I seen 3 young boys in the gas station. They were standing outside the front of the gas station. They had walked up or whatever. And I was on the phone, but I had to get out to pump my gas. So I got out, walked past the three little gentlemen. They probably were in their 15 and younger, maybe. But all 3 of them had masks on. So I walked past them, but it was like around like 9 o'clock. It was dark.
Yeah.
So it was a couple of ladies who was out trying to get out and get gas, but they were scared to get out because they seen the boys with the mask on. So I said something to them like, bro, I'm like, look, bro, y'all need to take the mask off. Y'all scaring people, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up? What y'all waiting on something or something? What y'all need? Y'all need something at the store or something?
Yeah.
So one of the little guys took his mask off. He said, oh, gee. He said, I ain't gonna lie. We trying to get some food. I said, we only got the mask on because it's embarrassing. That killed me. I'm like, dang. So I'm like,
come on.
In my mind, because where I grew up at, you got a mask on, you own one.
Yeah.
COVID brought that in, but before COVID, you got a ski mask on, you own one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and now this day and age, everybody on defense, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so the thing is, like, if I see you, it's me or you.
Yeah.
To some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this, like the old saying, guns don't kill people, people with guns kill people.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like, if you see a kid out there with a mask on 9 times out of 10, the thing is, in your mind, you're going to think that he on one. You know what I mean? So it's like, but he might not be on one. But if you going to pump your gas and this boy following you, and you can't hear what he's saying, and he asking you for something, you got your gun on you, and then you might fire on this kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and they just trying to get some food. So I got him some food, gave him a speech like, bro, about how I felt about the mask.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we try to tell these youth, as elders and as OGs or big homies or unk or whatever y'all want to call, you know what I'm saying, the males, the older males in Milwaukee or anywhere, we got to learn that we can't talk down on these youth.
Yeah.
We can't talk down on them. Like, you got to talk to them kind of like, and I ain't saying you got to be their best friend, because respect is respect, but it's like a lot of this youth, dog, I grew up in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the 90s. I watched a lot of fathers get took away from their homes early.
Yeah.
With
the mass incarceration.
Truthful sentencing, like getting threw away for, like, you know, y'all know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
They planning in the
football
community.
numbers. Yeah.
And then we took it and ran with it because nothing plus nothing equals nothing. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dire straits, so people going to do whatever they got to do to get some money.
Yeah.
And that locked away a lot of older men. So you leave a lot of these households with single family households with young moms, and, you know, moms raising kids, 5, 6 kids, you know what I mean? Like, so now they don't respect the elder men. It's just they don't understand how
Because
to
they
talk
ain't been
to
around
them,
them.
how to conversate with them. And we looking at
Because they ain't
like,
never been around.
And then now you got a lot of people that getting released from jail and they want to talk down on them. Like,
Yeah.
you can't talk down on them. You got to talk to them, bro. Get to understand them, get to know them. You know what I mean? Like, drop real jewels and really get to know these kids.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Just ask.
Like, we think as elder men, we think we just, like, we got to rah-rah and stick our chests out all the time, and, like, we got to be a authority. But at the end of the day, it's like we actually are doing the same thing that the police do sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like the police give off a bravado about themselves, where young men don't want to talk to the police.
Yeah.
And now elder men are starting to give off that same bravado. But it's like, it's to the point where, like, I know a lot of guys who, like, they, like, fear young dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because young dudes don't know you. Like, I don't know H1. I don't know nothing about H1.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Because they don't care. Back
you
then,
heard about somebody
exactly.
like, man,
That's right.
Dude.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
So
I don't care about
let me ask you. Let me ask you. Right? You said, you know, back in the day when you saw somebody with a mask, we thought they was on one, right? Do you think they know that?
No, but I do think they know.
The stigma was removed from wearing a mask for them.
It was flipped.
It was flipped.
Yeah.
Like, it was acceptable.
It was acceptable.
Wear a mask everywhere you go.
Right.
Everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Right.
We got a caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yes, this is the caller, and y'all having a great conversation. And to your point, Jazz, you guys are auntie and uncle, and as a grandparent now of smaller children who are 5th grade and down, there is a lot of things that they have to take advantage of that you guys don't have. But a lot of times information, which Brother Hook, just the way that you carried yourself in front of those young men might encourage them to remember what you said at some point. That, you know, when you're wearing a mask, you taught them without even going into a long story of what it used to mean, or, you know, back in your day, which, you know, even at my age, I remember not wanting to hear that. And I grew up in the Jerry Curl generation.
Exactly.
So I graduated from high school in the later 80s. So I think I've held on to a great thing, and my grandkids call me Cool Papa because I remember every age that I was, and that's what I encourage all elders to do. A story that I'll tell y'all real quick. I had an uncle who, when kids began wearing their pants down low, he grew up in the 70s. He became an adult in the 70s. If y'all have ever seen Soul Train, them dudes was wearing crop tops and bell-bottom pants and high-heel shoes. But he had forgotten that by the time he was in his 50s, criticizing them. So I went and got a photo album and showed them their great uncle when he was their age. And we all had a real good laugh because it was a picture of me with Soul Glow, Adidas suit, which has came back for a third or fourth time, a pants leg rolled up, and a Kango. So if you remember when you were their age, you'll be able to not only do what you did, Brother Hook, carry yourself before them like a superhero, because superheroes are actually kind, strong people. And that's what all y'all guys are. I'm ecstatic to turn your show on every time I do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Don't let summer pass you by. Turn it all the way up at Summerfest. The music, the moments, the memories you'll replay all year long. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. June 18th through July 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds. Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We are live and direct. We got some special guests in the building. H1 a Hook, legendary producer. Legendary producer died. Listen, H1, you grew up Highland Park, Waco, went through what you went through, managed to fly out to Haiti, work with Wycliffe, came back home, and now you're also helping the youth as a football coach. How did you get to that point, and how important is it for people who go out and bring their resources back? We talk about this all the time because I was saying earlier, I leave and I always find myself back home because I feel obligated and responsible to bring it's like survivor's guilt.
Right.
You know,
Ooh.
whatever it is that I have to bring it back home. But I used to bring it back for the adults. Now I bring it back for the youth. How important is it to use that as a form of giving back?
Well, me personally, I was at a point in my career where it was like I had just been on like a 10-year stretch. I was done with Wavy. I mean, I'm not done with Wavy, but I had moved on from what Wavy. I had signed with Blackout, and immediately hit the ground running. I was on tour for about 3-4 years straight, on tour with Kevin Gates and on a tour with QC. And when I came home, it was like my youngest son at that time. I had kind of been feeling like I was like absent, like not neglecting him, like.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we work
You
hard,
working, yes.
I'm on the road a lot. It's like
a sacrifice.
It's a lot of FaceTime and a lot of phone calls. It's not so much me interacting.
Yeah.
So, when I said I'm gonna take time out and really like give myself a year to kind of like to just unwind with my son.
Yeah.
Like my oldest son go to college in Tennessee, and my youngest son, he just like, Dad, like he wanna start sports. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take interest in what he like doing, and I'm gonna go out there with him and make sure, because I grew up with sports, and I always felt like sports was like a outlet for kids, like to learn like a multitude of different things, like sportsmanship, teamwork, hard work, dedication. It works on your like your motivational skills, like anything you can think of where sports is. It instills like great value in kids. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
And discipline.
Discipline as well. So
That's right.
I'm out there with him, and this is first year playing football. So I'm a hands-on dad. So anything that my kids want to do, I'm gonna be a part of. I trust coaches, I trust parents with my kid, but I gotta be there too.
That's right.
If I can, I'm gonna be there as much as I can be
That's right.
as a parent. And shout out to Coach Corn. His team that my son was on is the Milwaukee Chosen Ones, and they're part of a football league. NCSL is a football league in Milwaukee, and they play at Lincoln Park, and on Saturdays in the fall. And like I said, I took a liking to what they were doing and whatever, and I volunteered as a coach, as assistant coach. And
Keyword, volunteered.
Volunteered. Yeah, no pay, no nothing. And one of the parents was like, cause like when the kids see me, they can't believe, they know my music, but they couldn't believe it was me. It's like, like I'm out there on the field every day.
Yeah.
And their parents is like, that's the dude that sing Roller Coaster. That's the dude that sing Dog Food. That's like they doing that.
Yeah.
They like, hey, what you doing out here?
Yeah.
Like I can't be out there with my kids.
y'all,
Yeah.
that or
Like-
just
See?
No.
Making it normal.
They thought you was gonna sing at halftime.
Right. So it's like I'm out there with jogging pants on, you know what I mean? I'm out there with the cleats on, out there with the kids for real. Like I'm out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it went from that to one parent had came to me. She was like, man, like H1, you got the light, and you can bring more to the table, because a lot of these kids, man, with these sports, football is a really expensive sport. I'm just gonna keep it 100. So it's like, but with me, with having my resources, me knowing the movers and shakers of Milwaukee, because I done dealt with a lot of nightclub owners and a lot of people who are in business or whatever. My influence meant a lot, you know what I'm saying, to the team, because I can go out and help these kids get these things they need.
get
like
some sponsors and
get some
stuff.
sponsors, the whole nine. So, and I'm gonna shout out the lady told me that, she's like, use your platform for good. And I always try to, but I remember she put a battery in my back, and I had to prove how much I can really, you know what I mean? Like I took an obligation to really prove to them
that you can use
that
it
I
for
can
good.
really do it for good. You know what I mean? So shout out to Sean at D&D's. He was one of my sponsors. Shout out to Music by Manny. He was one of my big sponsors.
Shout out
too.
Manny, man.
Yeah, Manny.
Another
Manny,
DJ.
Yeah.
One of my DJs, man. He came through me. Shout out to my boys, man. And shout out to Pooh, them over at Hookahs. Like they all gave donations to the team.
Yeah.
I was able to get helmets, 200. I was able to get helmets for kids, jerseys, everything, mouthpieces, the whole nine. So
man, I just went shopping with you and little H2.
And little H2 is hilarious.
But yeah, they ran me crazy out there for about 2. I'm actually like not coaching right now. I'm just taking a back seat. But that last year when I just coached, I made sure I was like really, really hands on, so I can really try to build a foundation for the league and like what the team my son played for. And man, them kids it's amazing working with them kids and actually seeing like, because a lot of I was out there and it was 0 fathers out there. It was all women.
That's what I was
It's like football mom, this football mom, that. I'm like,
that's what I was going to say.
Where the men?
Just it being,
and you could tell the men not around from the kids' behavior patterns.
Yeah.
It's
like
like
just you being a father.
they all like I'm not saying that
And you
I'm
see
not
nothing.
I'm not a person to think this is all like it's like emotional tendencies come from females. I ain't gonna say that, but
You can see the behavior.
you can see the
the
behavior
mannerisms.
with these kids.
With
Like,
these kids coming from their mama.
and it's like, and they popping like females, like popping like I'm like, bro,
Attitude
yeah, like
you know,
and it's like you got to take your time. Like a lot of them kids don't got fathers in their household, so it's like I used to embrace that, man. Even after the games, take them kids to go get pizzas or whatever. Take them to go to the jump around, the little jump, whatever, rock and jump, whatever. I go, man. I'm spending
Sky Zone.
Yeah, I love the kids though. So whatever my son into, I'm into. But yeah, it was a big thing. Yeah, for me to go out there, it was a real humbling experience, and I really took a lot from that.
So Don, do you think that? Well, I'm going to ask you. It's a rhetorical question, but
Okay.
I want to know your thoughts. How important is it for you men to be out there, to take time out to sacrifice to? Because what I hear you saying, H1, is that you dismissed ego, pride, everything based off of status.
Yeah.
And you took a chance by going out in the general public, getting resources, and those resources, that dollar may have actually saved a little boy from being in the streets.
Man,
you know what I'm
real,
saying?
for
How
real.
important is that?
So I'll tell you the story I told H2, right? I played all 4 sports in high school, and played the saxophone. I was first chair all state, so I had to be at all the city recitals.
Yeah.
And I never had anybody come to any of my games or recitals.
Yep.
Right? It built the arrogant Don that I was when I, in my 20s, was that chip was built because nobody was there.
Yeah.
And you don't get to be healthy without that backbone and that nurturing.
Absolutely.
Right? And I was there for all my son's games. I coached his basketball team. And then, at football, I'm a football freak.
Yeah.
I'm a quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? And so I can't, if I know that you don't know more about the game than I do, then I can't be on the field with you because we're gonna butt heads.
Yeah.
And so I stayed away from the coaching of his football team. But it's very, very important for a parent to be there, especially fathers. And my daughter plays softball. My daughter was my ex-wife moved to San Antonio, and my daughter played softball in Texas.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know anything about Texas,
It's hot.
but high school sports is big.
Yeah.
Right.
It's bigger than
Real big.
than real sports, right? My daughter led all of southeastern Texas in stolen bases. She's going to University of Kentucky in the fall.
Let's go.
And so as much as I could get to Texas, which it was rough for a couple of years, but this last year I was there.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'm about to spend a lot more money.
Tell me about it. My daughter go to Notre Dame.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I already know what it is.
I'm looking at the campus and I'm having like hives, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, how am I going
But
do
you
this.
see,
But she got half a scholarship, so that's good.
Yeah.
But you seen the look on his face when you told him that, though, because it's something I was already drilling into him. Like the youth don't understand the value of having a parent, a father there.
That comes,
it's like it's normal for them not to have a man in the household.
Yeah.
But do women make that a thing?
Yes. Like, and I hate doing that because I don't like the
No.
female. I don't like to do the
Shades of Slick Talk with Scales conversation.
He'll get started, Don. But I hate to do the male and female thing, but a lot of parents, I've seen a lot of parents even come to me, like female parents, as a coach. Like his dad come to the games, his dad comes to practices to come pick him up, but any decisions got to go through me.
Yeah.
And then he would tell me a story about how the father would come to me and tell me a story about how he's not being able to
make decisions.
Right. Or help out. And it's just something I can do.
Because he withholding information
myself
or something like
a lot of times in between the middle of two parents, making negotiations so this kid can be able to play football. It's like the simplest thing. And it's like, come on, y'all.
They don't put the youth first.
Yeah.
The child first.
And when you don't put the child first, that's when we get these child out here misguided.
Yeah.
And they really emotional and they not able to, you know what I'm saying, to talk to anybody because it's like
it's so much back and forth in the household.
It's bickering and it's pull and tug everywhere and they not being able to express themselves emotionally. And then when they live with one parent, the parent they live with, they gonna side with that one.
Yep.
They got to. And it's like, because you don't get nothing if you don't.
Yeah,
it's like you don't get.
I can't go home.
And those rules are different than over here, and they got to go back and forth and relearn and unlearn.
I don't stay with, none of my kids stay with me. I got 4, so it's like
it's a
everybody
constant
got different mama.
Yeah.
Dealing with everybody.
I'm pretty sure at one point everybody went through something that, like, if you got a child with the other parent, but it's like you would to see when you're not, it's not your kid, and you watching it from being just a spectator on the. It's a lot different. Like,
understand more.
Like you see really what kind of how detrimental it is to a child
Absolutely.
in the household.
We got to take our last break of the day. Do not touch that dial. We got H1 a Hook and Don, producer Don in the building, 101.7 The Truth.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out.
Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
One on 1.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct. We got special guests in the building. Meech.
What's the word? Having good conversations during the break. We should bring them on the air.
Yes, we should. Yeah, what we talking about, Meech? Who we got in the building?
H1 The Hook, legendary producer Don the Jeweler.
Yes, yes indeed. Yes indeed.
The Kingmaker.
Yes indeed. So before we went to break, we were discussing success, what it's like leaving home, having our resources, bringing it back. And one of the ways you both were able to bring it back was, and it's through your child, but just going out there, being involved in sports, coaching, just showing up. I really would like to see, based off your comment when you say you notice that majority of the people at the games or practice are women, are the mothers, right?
Right.
I would really, really love to see a community call where people just invite the community, the men in the community, just show up.
Yeah.
Because we all know what it feels like when no one shows up to your games. And to your point earlier, Don, which it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, why the youth walk around the way that they do, with the chip on their shoulder, because it's like, none of y'all did nothing for me. Right. Nobody is there for me. I don't owe y'all nothing, not even a conversation, right? It's extremely important. So I think we need to figure that out. However we can support and get some people out to these games, I say let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Real talk. Yeah. Right. So right now, if you are a parent and you're looking to get your kids into sports or whatever, NCSL is a very good league to put your child into for football. And there's a multitude of other leagues, Pop Warner and things like that. But yeah, put your kid in a sport, man. Like, especially if you're a single parent, moms, get them out there, be a football mom for real, and dad, y'all come out there and y'all get to supporting these kids, man, because
my
it's
kids
really
grew
important.
up in it.
Everything.
I'd love to see us go back to baseball.
Yeah, I love the baseball.
I play baseball.
Baseball is our sport,
right?
We like
shout out to
and we let it go.
And Bendel,
yeah, and Bendel. I played for with Devin Harris actually on the Braves when I was young. For,
I played at Northwest.
Mr. Beckham them down there.
I played at Northwest.
I played at Beckham Stapleton, and it's one that's on Holden. Holden and for Locust. Yeah.
The pump station. Yeah.
We need to bring all of it back.
All that, man. Warning, all that. Back in the day, it was like things for kids to do to keep from. Kids gonna be outside. It's summertime. Kids gonna be outside or whatever, but when they out there and they ain't got nothing to do and they don't got no resources and now everything is about $1. So it used to be like that.
Yeah,
it used to find somewhere somebody it was somebody to. It was a village.
Yeah.
Now it's not so much a village anymore.
You sparked a thought in my brain when you just said that, because I always say that it's not enough resources. But thinking about it, I think that there is. I think the issue is. And I'm going to have to place some of the accountability on the parents, not necessarily them not taking care of the children, but you have to be able to identify that something exists in your child and guide them in that direction.
Yeah.
I don't know what my mother saw, but I was in poetry, basketball, acting.
But guess what, Jazz?
Everything.
You ain't have a tablet they can stick in your hand.
That's a fact.
iPhone 19.
And you disappear for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Get out my face.
Then I can go get you out of my face for 5 hours, or I can go rant on the phone to my people, or I can go to a club, or go just go R&R, and just put this tablet in front of your face. And now you learning from influencers and Google,
and that's why they have no social skills.
And that's why they want. And that's why the thing is now when you ask all these kids what they want to do, they want to be influencers. And I understand it's all about the culture and evolution and everything, but come on now, like.
You want to influence somebody?
You can't. What could you learn? What could you learn through that besides, how to actually work a phone or how to work a tablet. But,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You get no
said something
real
interesting.
life skills doing
from it.
with
Influence
that.
what though?
You said influence what, right? Most kids don't know that the most successful influencers influence you to do something.
That
right?
part.
They have skills.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just want to influence. They just using the word because that's the word that's used to describe that job.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, influence what? Like, okay, if you want to be an influencer, what are you here? What are you thinking you're going to influence 10 years from now?
Well, they want to be Mr. Beast. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast was special.
Mm-hmm.
But you just influence us to watch.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and they want light.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is if you were they got the word influencer kind of backwards to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I seen somebody doing a what's a marathon? What they call it, subathon or whatever.
Yeah. A subathon, yeah.
And they just sitting there just doing normal everything. Like, I see them washing dishes, walking around talking crazy.
Yeah.
They not even paying attention to they every now and then they look over at the chat and talk their stuff to the chat or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just living a normal everyday life. What could you learn about just watching somebody normal everyday life, them just going through the motions of doing nothing?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
And you watching them not doing none of the stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
they cleaning their house.
Yep.
You watching them, you ain't cleaning up nothing.
Yeah, all you looking
Which
at is the
crazy.
views and the amount of people that's commenting on it.
Okay, but I'm gonna give you the psychological profile on that, right? So, 85% of America is below the poverty line, right? So you're looking at somebody who's in a very nice house with his cameras. He's got he can do all of this stuff.
Yes.
And just watching him live is interesting because I can't even do that.
You can't even do that.
Yep.
Can't do that.
Yep.
Right? So that's what the kids are looking at.
Yep, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all so much for joining us today. We want to know. I got to give a shout out to my oldest daughter too. Today was her first day of college.
Hey.
She got a scholarship, man. Shout out to Kennedy.
Dope.
I'm so
do you
nervous.
guys have listen?
Give some more round of
I'm
applause.
like,
Z. What a round of applause. Z.
I'm trying to tell you. I want to know what you guys have going on. How can our listeners follow you? And do you have any shout outs?
Me right now, I'm working on that album right now. OG 101.
Yeah.
Gotta let them know, you know what I mean? What this perspective from a real OG and what that really looked like, you know what I mean? And really drop some jewels for like the youth or whatever. And I got a bunch of features from the youth, a lot of young artists on the album.
That's what's up.
And basically that and the football still going. Dad out there with the football kids and everything like that. And shout out to my boy Don the Jeweler. He co-producing executive producing the whole project.
Let's
We've
go.
been working.
I got to get a beat.
At the new studio?
Yeah.
Let's
the new studio
go.
done?
Don't tell them what the new studio at
Yes,
done.
sir. 10K3 Studios is on 99th and Carmen. We're in the process of doing construction right now. Me and my team bought the building. I am very fortunate to be building a full multimedia studio.
Yes.
Studio A, Studio B, podcast studio, content room, 250 people live room.
Yes.
With the stage. I'm really going all out. So
Yes, indeed.
Very proud of Don.
Shout out to Sodi and Blackout Entertainment.
Yes,
Sodi
sir.
up there doing big things.
Can't forget
Took the
Blackout.
reins of everything, and she been working real hard with a lot of artists. Y'all make sure y'all pay attention to what she doing.
Yeah.
She really been working real hard with artists, and y'all need to tap in if y'all haven't.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all so much for stopping through. Make sure y'all tap in with us Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Do not forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Happy Tuesday, Milwaukee. Y'all have a safe night. 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation.